Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Side into the end zone, jump ball, and it is. Is it caught? Is it caught? Oh my goodness, it's caught! DeAndre Hopkins caught it! He caught it for a touchdown with 1 second left! I can't believe it!
An 81-point game, 55 in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
Oh, Daniel's impressed. He just checkmated a dude during the intro.
Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. 3 weeks gone. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right. Daniel's recovering.
Yes.
Marcus recovering. Everybody's recovering from the COVID. That's the reason for the absence.
Absence, yep.
So
2 weeks gone, but we're back.
I wanted to kind of tell us on how you felt and trying to be real with us. Tell us how your experience was.
To provide some value to our 15 people that, I mean, not making fun of it, but like really that's about our
moms.
our peeps, our moms. Yeah, man, like people haven't been sharing enough of their symptoms and things like that. I had a client at work that hit me up. Carolina's dad, who has COVID right now too. And he was like, he called me. He's like, man, like I got COVID. I told him I had it as well. And he's like, nobody talks about it. Like, what are your symptoms? And I was like, you're right, bro. Like we should talk about it and just alert people. I know that it's very serious for myself and for Carolina's dad, who's, 50 or so, give or take. Super good dude. I think he hasn't drank in like 16 years. So he's been healthy with that. But both of us, we completely lost our taste and smell. Other than that, I mean, if I hadn't lost my taste or smell, I would have never gone in for anything because other than that, there was zero symptoms for me. I mean, maybe a little fatigue, but like sometimes I wake up fatigued anyways because I'm just tired. But I don't mean to make a joke out of it, but really, like that was it for me. I would say that it's just a weird disease or weird virus. Sorry, not disease. It's just like, why would it make somebody be on a deathbed, and then somebody else not, and some people are healthy, bro. And like, they have to go to the ICU and some people are not healthy at all, but it barely affects them. It's just a weird thing. What do you guys think?
Some people are asymptomatic too, where they don't feel anything. They don't get any of the symptoms, but they test positive for it. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, there's also been a lot of false positives. You've seen that with the NBA and NFL. So I don't know, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to think, but everyone's trying to do their part. You know what I mean? We're not oblivious to it, seeing it, it's hit everyone personally and stuff. Travis, Marcus, us, Daniel. So it's hit everyone. It's not anything new. Everyone's kind of going through it. Hopefully it's better than sooner, but everyone's trying to do their part at a reasonable manner, I guess, right? Everyone's trying to do what they can.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much everybody can do. There
Right.
still has to be a way of life that we have to go about. And, we, like what happened to Daniel, what happened with us and my family, once we found out the news about Daniel, we all got tested. We did what we were supposed to do. And then once we were all cleared, we went back to just doing the normal safeness outside of the, like, we potentially have it safeness. So it's just a weird thing that we all have to go through right now. And we haven't talked about it a whole lot during this, but since Daniel did receive the virus, I think it was appropriate. So it's a good call, Dan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what what has happened is a lot of goddamn sports.
Yes.
You ever heard of this guy named Talon Horton Tucker?
Dude, TNT. I was texting Jobs about it nonstop with you guys. But dude, that, and by the way, I gotta talk some shit. Your boy as the 8th seed in our 16-man league.
Oh, that's right.
In our 16-man league, your boy made the finals.
Hell
Let's
yeah. Good for you,
fucking
bro.
go.
He beat
bro.
the number 1 seed. Who was the number 1 seed again? I can't
Daniel
remember.
Haley, number 1 seed. I got him.
I'm
He's
so
only
salty.
lost in the regular season was me. And then he saw me in the first round of fantasy.
Is that not the worst
and
news
took
in the
an
world,
L
dude?
too, bro.
I just knew
Anybody
I would.
else? Anybody else?
Of course. The last 3 years, I've been coming in hot. I've lost in the first round of the playoffs, and just everyone lays up a dud. Very uncharacteristic. I mean, Alvin Kamara had like 3 points. When does he not score a touchdown?
Daniel had his worst game of the season. He had 103. He's been averaging probably 130.
James Conner had like 0.8, and then like both of my receivers that are number 1 receivers, respectively, on the fucking Jets and the Jaguars. So that doesn't mean anything, but like regardless, both those teams always play down, so you think those receivers go off that. I mean, that makes sense to you, right? They both did bad, but credit to Aaron, dude. His team's lit, and Nick Chubb's back, so can't hate on that.
Well, hey, as long as we don't talk about my team. in my ear.
Dude, you might get kicked out of the league the way you be playing with a 4 waiver moves.
Everybody gets hurt, and I don't look at the waiver like everybody. I don't know. I'm just not on it. I'm not good at it. That's what I chalk it up to. I'm not good at fantasy football.
Well, shout out Dom. It's me and Dom. So.
Oh God, I hope you beat him.
I hope you guys tie.
God.
Nobody wins.
Has Dom won one time, right?
I've won one time. I don't know if Dom was one time.
He did, remember, and he wanted to be commissioner, so he won 2 years ago.
He is commissioner. He's done a hell of a job with commissioner. He's the one
He won
put,
2 years ago.
and he's the one who put in the weeklies. So shout out Dom. I love
like
the
that.
weeklies, bro.
That was dope.
Yeah, he just sent me $20 one day on Venmo. I think it was the only week I won like all year.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, by the way, we're actually handing out weeklies. Here's some money. You did good this week, idiot.
Dude, no, straight up, like, Sammy's been running it forever, right? For shout out Sammy, he's done a hell of a job too. But to add Dom into it is just another factor to relief off Sammy too. I thought Dom, and it's
Sammy doesn't like responsibility, so
dude.
I think he's just been like kind of had his hands tied, and Dom like it seems like he was able to. He takes it a little more serious now.
Did you win some weeklies?
Yeah, I won like 2.
I didn't win shit.
I won one weekly. And I came in last in the
RJ
league.
won $110 on straight weeklies. Wow. So fuck me, bro.
That's
like I
really
didn't
dope.
win a single fucking one of those weeklies. Now I'm guaranteed a minimum 150. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
you made your money
so
back.
I'm like, yeah, and some. So I'm like, dude, thank God. The winner, me and Dom like talked about it. Like, winner gets 500, loser or second.
Does third
gets,
place
like,
get anything or no?
No, it's
Okay,
first and
good.
second.
I think I voted against third place getting
Yeah,
something.
I don't
'cause
like
was
that
like,
either.
that's so dumb. Like what? Anyways,
Anyways, what do you guys think about going on the rundown now?
Run
the
it.
rundown.
Dan, your computer duties.
I was like, Chris, you got this, but I got okay. So
Remember the arrows.
Oh, perfect. I knew it was either the arrow or the mouse. One of the two wouldn't steer us wrong. Part 1, we're catching up. We already did that, right? Did we even catch up, or we just talked about COVID and some other shit?
What, do you guys have anything else you want to catch up on?
I wish ketchup was spelled.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what I was thinking.
Real quick. What do you guys got going on for Christmas, bro?
that's
Because
right,
it's
that's right.
happy holidays to everybody out there.
Heyo. Well, for us, our plans have changed on Christmas Eve about 20 times. So, I mean, not a whole lot. Like,
Got to just keep it fluid.
you want
as
to
a,
know
as a
why
boyfriend.
Christmas Eve plans have changed so many times?
Come on.
Because Christmas Eve is for her side of the family. That's why things have changed 20 times.
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
Day, we're going over to my sister's, and we're going to spend the day there. Spend the day there.
Nice.
My mom's coming into town and everything, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, that's cool.
That'll be fun. What are you guys doing over there? Just
Just hanging
shooting
out,
shit?
passing around presents and stuff, and doing the whole family thing.
Does your family watch basketball? Like, does the TV come on?
Me and Sam.
Does the
will
TV
be-
come on if it's in the living room? You guys are opening presents.
Oh, for me it does. The last 3 Christmases I
Absolutely.
got bitched at because they're like, Travis, turn off the TV. I don't want to watch
no.
this.
Don't, do they always want to play like Christmas music on the TV? It's
My
like
stepmom's like that, but I
why?
told my dad, I'm like, listen, I was like, NBA fucking basketball's on.
Yeah, it's 9 in the
o'clock.
morning. I'm watching Kristaps Porzingis shoot 3-pointers. Get
I
the hell
need-
out of here.
yes, I was
I'm not
like,
turning
listen,
the TV
I
off.
was like, I'm not even mad about it. I need to watch it.
It's really annoying. I hate when families do that. But anyways,
I
sorry.
need Christmas Eve. I think we're gonna go up to my grandma's house to Menifee. That should be all right. Yeah, that's about it. Dude,
Cool.
really, that's about it. And then Christmas.
You guys
Day.
are more Christmas Eves, folks.
Well, then like Tina's side of the family, because like my dad doesn't really have a side of the family. He doesn't really have any relatives or anything like that. So we like Tina's side of the family. We'll go meet up and Tina's mom and everything at Menifee, and then we'll exchange presents and shit.
Nice.
And then come back down, and then Christmas Day I'll go over to my parents, and then like I'll give my parents the presents and stuff. Spend probably a few hours with them, and then probably just gonna go home. Miles is gonna come over. You know what I mean? His parents are gone, so Miles is gonna come over, hang out with me at my house and shit. So.
That's cool. All right. Well, dope. I mean, I gotta juggle Gabby's same as you, Trav. Gabby. Okay, so my dad's side, my parents are divorced, so I really got 3 things to deal with, and I know yours too, Aaron. But you know, they're. Your mom isn't coming back in town, is she? No, but at least you saw her recently, which is dope. So what we do is on Christmas Eve, we do it at my dad's house. That's gonna be like 5 to 10, and then from like 10 to like 2 a.m., Gabby's family's nuts. They do like a midnight freaking open all the presents on Christmas
Isn't
Eve.
it funny? Just everybody's
so-
different traditions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
nuts.
kind of wild. Dude,
And
going to fucking, they're traveling and shit.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Thanksgiving. You guys
That's
went to
fucking
Mexico.
lit.
Like
No, that was well.
well,
How'd that work out?
Other than
No.
getting the coronavirus,
I
that
think
was awesome.
I don't know if that was from that, but I mean, if it was, then
I mean,
guys,
if you want to add 2 and 2 together,
I've
you
played
might get
chess before, right?
yeah, I know, right? But Yeah, so they do like a 10 to 2 a.m. thing, and last year, like I literally fell asleep at like it was like midnight. I'm like,
Wow, what a shocker!
But I told Gabby,
dude, like 2 a.m. Bitch, I'm trying to go to sleep.
I could have told
And
you
all
right
these
now that
kids-
Daniel would not make it through till 2 a.m.
all these kids, bro, are like 5 and they're just up at like 2 in the morning. I was like, Gabby, by the way, like our kids are never doing this. Ever.
Oh, you say that now? Trust me, dude.
No.
I got two.
Listen
Listen
they're
to
so
me,
spoiled.
Those are Gabby's
Daniel.
kids.
I got 2
God, I
Insta
hate
kids.
it.
I got 2 Insta kids in my household right now, and
does
I'm
that
telling
mean?
you right now,
Oh, Oh, got it. I was like, are they Instagram famous? What are you talking about? My bad.
these
my bad.
2 kids, I
That didn't roll through, huh?
went to bed, rolled out of bed at 4 in the morning, take a leak. I hear the TV on. I peep my head out there. They're both on video games at like 4 in the morning.
I'd be livid. But what can you do, you know?
And it's Christmas break. Like I'm not. It's kind of like one of those weird things where I'm like, you know what?
You're up.
It's kind of like your time. Like, go have fun.
Handle it.
I was cool about it.
You might be tired throughout the day, which will be clutch. You get a little nap.
Yeah,
in.
I get a freaking break.
Yeah. I feel it. God, man, I'm scared to have kids, bro. Gabby's niece is a little. She's awesome. I mean, hopefully Gabby doesn't listen to this, but she's becoming a little bit. I mean, Gabby will agree. She's becoming a little bit of a brat, and they, her family, her dad will give her the iPhone, and like that's what a lot
I
of
don't know if
parents
you guys
do.
spent a lot of time with, dude. Kennedy, Marcus's kid.
Yeah,
She is the funnest to hang out with.
she's chilling, huh?
Dude, she's Marcus, bro. She's Marcus as a little girl.
That's funny.
Most artistic little fun girl in the world. I got her a hoodie for Christmas. We play whenever I hang out with her and shit like that. We play Among Us. You ever play the game?
Hey, I got to get you on that. Me and the boys play that a lot.
I don't play it like that, bro. Don't get twisted. But I'll play.
Well,
it with her.
that's what I mean. I play with them. I don't ever just play it.
But no, I got her a hoodie and shit.
That's cool.
What is the game? I mean, is it worth
It's
it?
this whole thing about being an imposter. It's a
It's
fun
like
little thing
playing
to do
Clue.
with people.
It's
yeah.
like playing Clue as like I don't know. Anyways,
All right.
I'm ready to talk some sports.
Yeah, anyways, that'll be fun. After catching up, which we just did, we got NFL Week 15
Should we
recap.
just run through that before we go to the next part of the rundown?
I don't know what's going on. Travis top 10 power rankings. Welcome back to that. Well, we've been doing it on the gram, so if you've been liking that and commenting, appreciate you. Pick'ems for the week. We don't know where we've been with the pick'ems. Man, we're just a mess right now.
We've also been sending those in, right? No, we haven't. Chris says no, we haven't.
Aaron's top 5 MVPs. That's probably going to be very different. Is there going to be can we just have a hint? Is there going to be a defensive player on there or no? Okay, never mind. Well, no, because the Rams took an L. Then you got free agency for the NBA and trade talk, man. It's been really, really good. And
there's a lot of signings today.
Yeah, a lot of
You notice
re-signings.
that?
Yeah, a lot of young guys getting these fatty deals.
Big contracts.
Jonathan Isaac getting $80 million.
How about
nice
Luke
job.
Kennard getting $64 million?
Dude.
Good job,
By the Clippers?
Oh,
What are they
fuck it.
doing?
Yeah, right.
Good
Do
job,
they have
guys.
enough? Do they have enough money to pay
And Markel
Kawhi?
Fultz getting fucking
50.
50.
mil.
Oh my god.
And it's a crazy. We'll get
Like
into it.
if
but
I was, oh my,
people are laughing at Lakers
dude,
fans.
the
'cause
Magic,
Yes,
are,
let's
the
go,
Magic.
let's
are-
go.
People
Okay.
are laughing at Lakers fans because they gave Kuz $40 million and Luke Kennard's out here getting 64. Like, chill out. Come on.
Yeah,
Run it.
and then
Run it. Run
games.
it.
Okay,
Run it.
all right.
Run
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All right, Arrow.
Dude, I might just do the arrow because this is absurd.
This is. I think you might have to.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. The NFL carousel.
Next one. If you want to talk about
Aaron, next one. Atta girl. Ooh, look at this game.
Oh,
2
God.
minutes are started.
Hey, this was Thursday.
Bada boom.
We're gonna be quick with it. Jay Herb's outstanding.
Oh,
rookie
this is
of
the
year.
Chargers versus Raiders for the radio listeners. by
Oh,
the way.
sorry. Chargers versus Raiders. Chargers edged it out. Mariota was nice. He had to step in. What happened to old boy? Anyway,
He
though?
pulled a groin, it looks like.
He pulled a groin. He'll probably be back, but Mariota did well.
Maybe
the
not.
product of 2 Oregon quarterbacks clashing it out. So how about that for
That
a
was
story?
awesome.
Justin Herbert, man, he bounced back nicely. I think last week he had like 190 yards, which was weird. But they
On
were
like
throwing,
35 completions.
It was
Yeah.
the weirdest thing, just screens all day long. And
I was like, it was so boring.
it was a dumb game.
I was like Alex Smith watching one of
yeah,
those
I know.
games.
Like, this dude's got a cannon. Why are we throwing 3 yards? Like, what's going on? Well,
because
actually, we had no
Re-
offensive
well,
line.
remember when it was like 3rd and 2 and we were on the field goal like 20 yards out last week, and we ran the ball with no timeouts with
Oh,
like
God.
7 seconds. And
No, Steve Steichen's going to be gone. Anthony
Well,
Lynn's gonna be
Anthony
gone.
Lynn should be more
And what
gonna
I got
be
from
gone.
this game though is like, dude, Chargers are just. They're just not for real. You know what I mean? They're not. Like, you want to believe
weird.
it, like, when they do really good and stuff, like, against good teams, but they play down to their competition. The Raiders have been playing out atrocious football the last 5 weeks.
Oh, God.
And they still play down to them. They won, great, but, like, at what cost? You guys are going to get a worse pick. I mean, Mariota looked good, great. Oregon quarterbacks, Justin Herbert looked great, but you got to look to the future. This was, good for morale. But that's about it.
Yeah, like I was a little bummed out, especially since Cincinnati just won and some other games went on that like the Cowboys won and some lower level teams won. So I was like, oh, we could have kind of snuck up and got that left tackle out of Oregon. But where I'm okay with it, like,
Well, you got the Jags, you got the Jets, and then who else is really bad?
well, the Bengals, the
They have
Panthers have
two-
4. The Bengals are 3 wins and a tie. The Panthers have 4. The Cowboys have 4.
Eagles got 4.
The Eagles have 4, but they got a tie as well. So, but no, this is a good
Interesting.
thing. Like, I'm not tripping. Like,
Me neither.
just like I want Justin Herbert to win.
We're like, dude, we
you wanna
really
win. You
we-
want to win.
I want him
It's
to
a
win.
Chargers.
I
You
want
wanna
him to win.
I get it.
Like I understand the higher pick. Like that left tackle out of Oregon, I've been on his jock for the past like 2 months. This dude got a Heisman vote as a left tackle as a true freshman.
Really?
Yeah, he got a Heisman vote.
That's fire.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. And he was a true freshman.
By the way, I think it's Smith's to lose. I hope the receiver wins it, by the way. Devontae Smith.
Who's he playing?
Alabama, bro. Like
Oh,
Mac
yeah.
Jones and Bama.
Oh,
I
oh,
hope it's the
okay.
wide receiver. All right, I'm going to the next
Najee
game.
Harris is dope too.
Going to the next game.
Okay, next game. Yep, you got it.
Bills at Broncos. This will be a quick one, right?
Yeah, easy to talk about. Bills blew them out. Josh Allen's kind of looking like their MVP quarterback that everyone's trying to talk about. I'm still not too convinced that he's even in the candidacy just because he had those like 6 weeks where he literally only had there's 3 games that he had 0, 0, and 1.
Yeah.
Like, how you can tell me you're an MVP when you're throwing up 0? And even in the last game, he only had
What do you mean? 0 touchdowns and 1?
0 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns, 1 touchdown.
Oh, okay.
In
One
three,
touchdown
in
in
3
3
of those
games.
games. Like, fuck, you had 3 games, you had 1 touchdown.
Crazy.
You can't tell me you're an MVP anymore. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You're never going to hear Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers have those kind of stats. That's kind of where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
But, dude, they look good. The Bills look good, and they won their first AFC title.
Do you guys
in a
think
long
Drew
time.
Lock is going to be the guy?
Nope.
Or no
That's
way?
exactly what I was going to talk about.
That's what I wanted to
You
know.
know what's funny that I've noticed as I've grown older and I've watched more and more football? The thing that I've noticed, me and Mitchell had this conversation when we were watching this game on Sunday. You can kind of just tell when you look at a quarterback nowadays. Like, you can tell Justin Herbert's going to be a good quarterback. And, like, I've watched Drew.
yeah.
And I've watched Drew Lock, and I'm just like, dude, that guy's not it. Like, he doesn't have any kind of, like, flair to his game. He doesn't have, like, any spectacular throws. He's obviously not an athlete. I look at Drew Lock, and he's not the answer. He's not. I don't believe in him. And I don't think Vic Fangio's going to be back. And I think Denver's going to do a lot of house cleaning. And that means guys like Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, different dudes.
Bradley Chubb made the Pro Bowl, so I
did.
think he's going to be an interesting trade piece. So I think I'm right on
But
board. I think they
he
clean
costs
house.
a lot of money.
I think they clean house.
Yeah,
I
that's where
think
I'm at.
I'm with you with that.
Who could they have swooped instead of Bradley Chubb? There was some quarterback though.
Bradley Chubb's a DN.
No, I understand.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying in
No,
that
in
draft.
draft?
in that
Oh.
draft, they could have got
There
Josh
was-
Allen.
Oh, it was Josh Allen.
But, I mean, Josh
They,
Allen, his
oh,
rookie
bro,
year,
they would have much rather had Jay.
That's
Allen.
why
obviously.
that was a big deal.
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
I don't know
Good
if
call, Dan.
I don't know if Denver has the pieces around to make Josh Allen good. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from Josh Allen,
I
but
hear you.
Sean McDermott has done a fantastic job with that entire roster. The team is built like they're built to win every part. They have no holes. Josh Allen looks like an MVP candidate most of the season, right? They run the ball better than anybody. They have a good offensive line, not great.
Huh?
Well,
Okay,
who's-
obviously
who-
other than Derrick Henry and the Titans, but they run the ball very
And the
well.
Ravens
But
and
who's-
the Browns.
who's to
and
say
the
that-
fucking
hey,
Packers.
They run the ball really
The only
well.
receiver that Jay Allen's got is Stephon Diggs, which, like, by the
Beasley
way,
had a few games. I don't want to say Cole Beasley's a good
absolutely.
receiver.
No,
I mean,
but he is.
but,
Bro. He had
like-
8 catches, 138
well,
yards.
well,
last
Yeah,
what,
but he's
well, what
not
are you
like
trying
a
to
top
say?
tier
Like, how
talent.
was Beasley on the Cowboys when Dak was there? Was he okay? He was
Yeah,
okay.
he was.
He was
Yeah,
marginal. He was maybe.
I think Cole
he was
Beasley's the same.
marginal, bro.
I'm done
But yeah,
with this
we're-
game. How you guys
yeah.
feel? This is a blowout, 48-19.
It's just a little
all
bit.
I'm saying is, like, hey, Jay Allen might be good with Jerry Jeudy, bro, and that was their number 1 draft choice this year. That's all I'm saying. And Drew Lock's obviously not good with them.
Another quick one, huh?
Panthers, Packers. I didn't
Well,
watch
even
it.
though the Panthers hung in there.
So
did?
Aaron Rodgers only had like 170 yards in this game. He had 3 touchdowns, so he's super efficient like he is. But it was really the running game. Aaron Jones went to his first Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Today they elected the Pro Bowls, his first Pro Bowl selection. So shout out Aaron Jones. That offense is fantastic. They have 55 touchdowns on the year. That's the most. That's leading to that's tying the Titans with the league most. The Packers are fantastic against a Carolina team that's 4-10. They're a very average team, but they play hard. They have a pretty good secondary, so holding Aaron Rodgers to 170 has got to feel good. But Packers took care of business.
Yeah, A-Rod just furthered his case for MVP. I mean, Carolina, I just feel like they don't have a lot of talent. They're just kind of a roster that's a little bit like,
Put together.
like just kind of like scrap together. Like who, like what, like they don't have any star talent on the offensive line. Like they have that Samuel, the receiver, who's good, right? And they have Teddy Bridgewater, who's okay. McCaffrey's been out all year. Defensively, they have what, like Shaq Thompson. They don't have like.
I swear, after Luke left, this whole franchise kind of went south. Because if Luke was still there, this would still be like an 8-8 team.
Yeah,
and that's that's 4 wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a huge difference. But I don't know. Like the fact that this was even close makes this next Sunday night football game with the Packers Titans that much more interesting. Because the Titans
football's
have been
going to be getting real.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Blowing out teams, so we're gonna see how this plays out.
All right,
next
Aaron,
week.
let's go next one.
Next one. I got you. Texans at Colts.
Oh my fucking god!
Also, I mean, hey, look. Here's what I'll tell you.
Texans.
Since week 6, I believe that Phillip Rivers, and this could be, this is probably wrong, but I know he has 3 picks, and I think he has like 15 touchdowns since week 6. That's pretty freaking efficient, bro.
They've been getting a lot better.
He's been good. I mean, that's on the backs of a very good O-line, good defense, and a good running game. So it proves to show you that Phil could have been doing a lot of good things for us. We just had bad culture and a lot of other things as well.
You know what I'm annoyed about?
Did you guys watch this game?
No.
Okay.
But what I did
have
get
a lot
annoyed
to-
about-
I watched them.
I just the red zone with you.
I don't like that Deshaun Watson made
How
the
nice
Pro
is the
Bowl.
red zone, by the way? I don't either. That
I don't
fucking
like
blows the
that.
shit out of me.
Dude,
4-10.
I was going to tell you guys because you were talking about Aaron Jones making the Pro Bowl. It's like the Pro Bowl ain't shit anymore. It's like,
No, I
are
feel
you an All-Pro?
but
No, but-
it's whoever's popular.
No, Pro Bowl. You're
Yeah.
right. Pro Bowl is stupid, but I care about who makes it.
Yeah,
like I
definitely.
care about like the first team Pro Bowl,
A Pro Bowl quarterback, it should be a big deal. Like, yes.
especially in the AFC.
Ryan Tannehill should have made it.
Ryan Tannehill should have made it over him.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
A 10-4 quarterback, a 4-10 quarterback.
like
And
Lamar
what the
Jackson
fuck?
should have made it over him. I know he hasn't a better year, but Lamar Jackson has had a better year than Deshaun Watson.
Especially as of the last
Baker
2-3
Mayfield.
weeks.
I never mind, not Baker Mayfield.
No, Baker's been good the last 3 weeks, bro.
Or even Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger leads the
And that's
entire
hard.
NFL in attempts. You want to go in the AFC East? Josh Allen should have made it over like Deshaun Watson. There's like I just feel like there's countless dudes.
Josh
I
Allen
just
did.
Who are the
make it.
quarterbacks?
Oh, did he
That's
make it?
insane.
It was Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson.
oh, I don't know.
So who else is there in the AFC? You've got the Steelers, you got the Ravens, so them
Dude,
two.
no, literally Ryan Tannehill has
Ryan
literally
Tannehill
has
should have
35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,700 yards.
He really has 35-5.
He's 35-5, bro.
And what's old boy have?
He's
I'm
like
gonna look up the stats
He has
right
like
now.
29 and like 10.
Oh, that is insane.
And they got
That's
four,
a terrible.
And they have 4 wins.
they
That's
have 4 wins.
That's disrespectful as hell.
Oh no,
bro.
It's just because he's the cool guy right now.
bro, really, and dude, it's fucking annoying. I don't know. It's,
All right, well, start talking about the game because I don't have anything to say about it.
So the only thing I want to say about this game, the Hines and Jonathan Taylor for the Colts are starting to pick up, and that's the reason why the Colts offense has been doing better because those 2 running backs have been wonderful out of the backfield, catching out of the backfield, and just running it. They've been a better team with them too. However, the Texans fucked up twice in 2 weeks in a row, in which they have fumbled on the goal line going in to tie the game. So the Colts actually should have been going into overtime. It should have been a different game. Houston had a shit ton of momentum, and the Colts, and it should have. Oh my God, the Titans would have the AFC South lead if they would have happened. So
you
very
guys,
frustrated.
Deshaun has pretty good stats.
No, he does. He does.
He 4,100, 27-6 with 110 QBR, and like their best receivers Will Fuller and Kenny Stills. I mean, that's
Fuller,
not bad,
Kenny
bro.
Stills, and Brandon Cooks.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm
Tannehill
not-
should have been in over him.
No,
So what'd you
no,
say? 27
definitely.
touchdowns, 6 picks?
Yeah, 35-5 versus 35.
I mean, the stupid kid Justin Herbert has 27 touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns and 4,000 yards passing right now.
oh, I totally think Jay Herbert.
Like, I would take Jay Herbert.
God of the world.
Like,
no,
you know-
yeah. I know. I was just saying they're not atrocious, but I hear you, Aaron. Me too. Here's Aaron's favorite. We got the Titans at the Lions. Titans bodied them 46-25. Oh boy, D. Henry had 140 yards before they took him out, which snapped his 4-game streak of 200 yards plus, which is insane. You know, we're witnessing a very, very great running back of all time potentially here, and Tannehill, let's not take away from him because he fucking lit it up too. I think he had 5 touchdowns overall.
Yeah.
So he's been fire. And, the Lions are not outstanding, but guess what, bro? You do need to beat up the teams that you need to beat up, and they've won 5 games this year in the Lions. So I think it was a respectable win. I'm excited to see what they do against the Packers next week.
Well, I mean, just for me, I know the Titans they've been on my top 10 power ranking the entire year. I think they're a great team. I think they're going to go far. So I kind of want to talk about Detroit just for a second.
Okay.
I really want Matt Stafford to have an opportunity somewhere else. I think he's a really good quarterback.
He is,
I do
bro.
too. He's a fantastic.
He's
quarterback.
such a good.
Well, they
quarterback.
got rid of their head coach.
Yeah, Matt
right?
Patricia's out. I hope that Lions, like the franchise, decides like cut bait, get him out of that shit show of a franchise. Jerry West line right there. Get him out of that shit show of a franchise.
Hey, we'll get into that.
And then send
Probably.
him, like, let him go somewhere. Like, let him go to the Colts. You know, let him go to whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't want to see him like
Well,
in
dude.
that franchise. He's too good of a quarterback. He had like rib cartilage, broken bones and shit. And he's like, I don't care for 4 and whatever. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to rip it.
He really
I
is
love that dude.
underappreciated, bro. That's
No, and he did really good.
Yeah.
You know, and he had like a couple touchdowns. He had over 250 yards. Like he didn't play bad. The main thing I want to talk about was Tannehill this game.
Mm-hmm.
Tannehill, first of all, my fantasy quarterback, and he's the one who got me in.
There
He
you
had
go.
44 points fantasy-wise.
Sheesh.
He had 5 touchdowns, 3 passing, 2 rushing. He's 21 of 27, 275 yards throwing. Like, couldn't have asked for a better game. I wanted to say in this game, the Titans scored on every single drive.
That's pretty awesome.
That's filthy, bro. What?
Titans scored on every single drive except one. And in that one that they didn't score,
They took a knee.
we got a safety.
Oh.
We got a safety on us. So, fuck me. But
Wow.
regardless, dude, like the way we score, we're the highest scoring offense in the league, averaging 31.5. Derrick Henry had a quiet 147 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a touchdown. He has almost 1,700 yards with 2 games to go.
Oh, wow.
He could crack 2,000. He's
Yeah.
He's at 1,680.
I think he will,
1680.
bro.
He might crack 2,000. Houston is the last game he plays, and they have the 31st ranked rush defense. And we're going against the Packers, who have the 19th ranked rush defense. So it could happen. But Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown got elected to his first Pro Bowl as well. Derrick Henry had the 3rd most votes. This was an ass whooping. We had some timely turnovers. Our defense still looked very suspect. We have 14 sacks on the season.
Oh, God.
We haven't got a sack in 3 games.
Sheesh.
So our front 7 is good against the run defense.
Well, that's hanging your DBs high and dry. Like,
I
we were
know.
talking about.
And exactly, we have bad DBs. I was like, dude, well, fuck me. You got
What are
14
you gonna
sacks,
do?
guys.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck do you want?
Yeah,
that goes.
I can't
yeah.
guard a guy for
Like,
6
yeah,
seconds.
You can't guard guys that long. Like,
So
the front, that's
it's hand in hand. So
The
That's
front 7 is
crazy.
what makes DBs good. Like, ask the Patriots defense. They
So I love-
always, yeah.
I love my team, but there's still flaws.
That's the Steelers defense, you know.
All right, I'm ready for the next one.
Next one. No, but that'll be a good game next week. We got the Bears at the Vikings. Look, man, like Mitch Trubisky was able to get this W. He's back at the helm. They took out Nick Foles, and he's been winning. I think they lost to the Lions last week or the week before that, but I don't know. They're
back in the hunt.
I think
They're
they're in
back
the
in the-
8th seed. They're the 8th seed
They're
right
2-0
now.
in the last 2 games. They were 5-7,
Yeah.
and they're 2-0 in the last 2 games with the Bears. They
Yes.
beat a rival in Minnesota, which have been playing pretty damn well in the last couple of weeks. So Minnesota, I know you're talking about how good that they really are. They just lost to a Bears team that had Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, yeah. Really
so
bad.
credit to Bears. Montgomery had a career day. Dalvin
Yeah.
Cook had a good day, but the Bears, both these teams aren't good. That's all I gotta say.
I know. Yeah, definitely.
That's all I gotta say.
I agree. Trav,
Nothing.
you're good on that?
I'm good on that.
You are?
I mean,
All right.
what do I want to say? 2 teams.
I
that-
know. Yeah, it's like you both probably won't be in the playoffs.
Like, they're
whatever.
not real. Neither of them are flashy. Neither of them are, like, going to make the playoffs probably.
I
Like,
can
I'm,
give 2 shits.
yeah, I'm cool.
Here we go. We got the Seahawks at the Redskins. Man, look, I can start.
Redskins, that's the Washington
You
football
mean
team.
the football team.
Oh shit, my bad. The Washington football team, bro. Their D line looks very good at the back of Chase Young.
Chase
is a
Young.
dog, dude.
And-
God, he's so good.
And you know who else is a dog who didn't play is Alex Smith. I
love that.
I want
Dude, the
them.
Washington football team's defense is fucking
Oh, yeah.
scary, bro.
Yeah, very good.
They're good.
I think if Alex Smith was there, they had a very good chance of winning. I think Dwayne
Yeah,
Haskins. I think Dwayne Haskins was god awful in that game against
They
a
still won.
very, very suspect defense in the Seattle Seahawks. Their defense is real.
Dude,
I mean,
Russ hasn't looked good in the
No.
last few weeks, bro.
It's just
He
this
hasn't.
team is so weird.
and you know what's
Are you
funny?
talking about Seahawks?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what's funny? Is like
Tell me what's
I
funny.
listen
Make
to
me laugh.
Well, it's not that funny. Jeez, don't put me on the spot like that.
Come on,
Or
Sinbad,
what's
tell me a
weird,
joke.
I listened to a podcast today, and they were talking about who's coming out of the NFC. Who do you feel most confident in? And a lot of the guys said the Seahawks, which I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
No,
like,
like,
that's
that's-
weird to me. you know?
Packers or Saints?
You know, no, I don't think the Saints.
Saints D are good.
Their Saints defense is super good, but like
Their
if the
defense is lit.
If Drew Brees, who can't throw the ball 30 yards, has to go to
Drew Brees
frozen
had a 45-yard bomb. I don't fucking hear you anymore.
45 yards is a bomb in the NFL.
Dog, yeah, it is. For Drew Brees?
I could probably throw 45 yards, dude.
Dude, stop being a
Maybe,
hater.
maybe.
Stop
All I'm
being a
saying
hater.
is if he has to go to the frozen tundra in Green Bay at Lambeau Field when it's negative 20 wind chill, Drew Brees ain't chucking the ball nowhere.
Who can run the ball?
New Orleans and
Kamara?
Green Bay.
Green Bay can.
Green Bay can
Green
run the
Bay
ball.
can run the ball.
So can the Saints. They got Kamara.
Yeah,
He's
Kamara.
cool,
out
but
the
like Aaron
backfield.
Jones is good.
Well, you were just hyping the Saints up, no?
I
Yeah,
like
you're on
their
the
defense, bro.
that's the-
I
I
think this.
I like their defense too. They got
I-
they got
just-
after fucking old boy the
I'm
Chiefs.
just saying the Seahawks have no shot in hell. I love Russ, and I thought he could carry him. I don't think that any longer.
You know, that's,
Yeah, I know.
that's what I wanted to say about this game that was so weird about this team. I just feel like they have names, right? Like they have Bobby
Metcalf.
Wagner. He's like, oh, he's one of the best, if not the
Yeah.
best inside linebacker. Jamal Adams. They got a DK Metcalf.
Jamal
like,
Adams has looked really good though.
like
really
two or
good. Really
9.5
good.
sacks.
I think he's the best safety in the league right now. Like in my opinion, when I look at him, I'm like, oh wow, you're
I think
different.
he should play linebacker. He's not a great coverage guy. He's very good in the box and spectacular rushing, but he's not a good cover
He
guy.
has 9.5 sacks.
He has one interception in his career, maybe two, I think, actually.
I mean,
That's where I'm at with
I
it.
mean-
But my
that's,
point
that's
is like
a tough set.
then
That's
you
a
got
tough stat,
DK
bro.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
if you're
All right,
lit,
let's go. Let's keep
Okay,
going.
go
So I
ahead.
was just gonna say DK Metcalf, all these names, and then you got Russell Wilson. But I feel like Russell Wilson's the only guy who's like Super Bowl caliber. Like DK Metcalf is phenomenal and all this stuff, but I feel like Russell's making DK.
Metcalf has like second most drops.
Yeah, he second most drops and
Oh, I
like the
know.
third most receiving yards. Like I feel like Russell Wilson is the team right now, and I just don't think that's going to translate into the playoffs. That's where I'm at.
yeah, he's been. I mean, Russ he was historic. He was unreal good the first five, and he's been
All right, we got
uncharacteristic.
we got the Patriots at the Dolphins now. I mean to cut you off.
No,
but
you're
we got
good, brother.
Patriots at the Dolphins. Dolphins came away with that. Tua looked efficient. That's what I can say. Tua never looks that great to me. 133
He
yards.
never throws a lot. Like
And but they don't ask a lot of them. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what do you want from me? I'm giving you what you ask of me.
they play defense and run the ball, and,
And
don't
their
turn the ball
defense
over.
is fucking phenomenal,
yeah.
dude. That corner who has 9 interceptions,
Xavier Howard.
dude. They took a fumble for a touchdown away from him. It was rightfully called, but dude, their defense is so opportunistic. They're scary, bro. The Miami Dolphins. No one wants to see the Dolphins right now. That's
Yeah,
where
they're
I'm
only
at.
a game back from Buffalo. Like that, they could win the division. They're there.
Daniel.
I mean, I would be down to run up on the Dolphins. Like, I don't know if I'm the Chiefs. Like, you're not hanging with my shit, Tua. Like for.
But I think the point is like,
But I hear
they're
you.
coming. Like they're coming. They're not.
They're
great right
I'm
coming.
just
Hey,
saying.
look.
Like, imagine if you're the Steelers. You think I think the Dolphins
they'd
would
smack the
wax the
Steelers.
Steelers right now, bro.
Bro, well, the Steelers. I mean,
They just lost.
everybody's losing. Everyone's beating the Steelers right now. So
I'm
yes,
just
I hear
saying.
you.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
No,
Like,
good
they're
point. Good
scared.
point.
Even as a Titans fan, I'm like, dude, do I want to see a really?
Here's what I
scary
think.
team with- you know what I mean?
I totally agree. My bad. I didn't mean to like talk shit, but I just saying like the Steelers aren't doing.
You
good.
had the Nick Wright thought, like, oh, Chiefs.
No, I did, but I didn't. But look, I think that
Nick Reich is big on the Lakers, so I don't
I
want to
know.
talk shit.
Yeah, he is. He
Hey,
always
hey,
has a-
finish the fucking thought.
What I think is that Brian Flores has been doing an exceptional job as the head coach there ever since the back end of last year when
They won 5 in a row.
they won 5 in a row. They beat the Patriots.
the final game of the
right?
season. Yep.
And what was that to do? To not give them home field or something?
Yeah, they would have had the number 1 seed, I think.
And then they ran up on your squadron, and then they lost. So thank the Dolphins for sure. And then he's been doing nothing but 9-5. What I do think is that they're probably kicking themselves in the head, wishing they would have got Jay Herbs. Because imagine Justin Herbert on this team. God dang it, that'd be
You
nice.
said that last time too.
I told that to you on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
That's
I
it.
was like, I heard that before. This motherfucker.
But I mean, I do feel that way. And by the way, I was butthurt because I was like, man, I wish they would have got Herbert. We could have got Tua.
I know.
But
I
like,
wanted Tua so bad.
and that's just a testament to why are we doing this podcast? I don't know why.
And then I
We're
watched-
not very intelligent.
And then I watched Herbert just chuck the ball 40 yards on the line, and then Tua looked like a freshman playing
but
on varsity.
he did well. He
good.
did it on his legs. You know, he's you know, I don't know. He's okay.
He doesn't look special.
And another side thing with this, we're gonna end on this. The Patriots missed the playoffs the first time since 08,
2012
years.
8.
2008, and that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
And they went 11-5 that year.
Fuck the Patriots. I remember
Yeah.
that year. It's when Brady was out with
Yep.
the ACL
'Cause
injury,
he tore his
and then
ACL
what's his
because
name?
Bernard Pollard.
No,
tore it.
no, the
Oh,
quarterback,
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle.
Yeah. And then he went to the Chiefs right after.
Yep.
Next game, we got the Jaguars who are on
This
for a
is
kill.
quick. We'd
Okay.
be quick with this one. The Ravens wax them as well. They should. Lamar looked good. They looked efficient. Jacksonville
He's in the running to get the number 1
They
overall
did
pick.
what they're supposed
Trevor
to do.
Lawrence should go back
They-
for his senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Jacksonville did what they had to do. They lost efficiently.
God,
There it is.
I just don't want to see the next generational talent go to Jacksonville.
I don't either as a fucking Titans fan.
Like, I mean, I would have rather him gone to New York, the Jets or Giants, or that's something. I don't want to see Trevor Lawrence, the guy that everyone's been on for 3 years or whatever, go to the damn Jaguars. That dude should stay in college.
I hope he does.
Me too.
They might pick the Ohio State guy, bro.
Go ahead,
Last time they got was
Justin
Blake
Fields.
Bortles, bro, as their guy.
get Justin Fields. That's
You never
cool.
know. They might get him, and he's going to be not good, by the way. Let me tell
This
you
one
that.
was pure
put that
comedy.
one.
Did you guys feel this one coming?
Very Falcon.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we
Very
were watching it.
Falcon-y.
Huh?
Dude, Garrett was fucking punching air, dude. He texted me. He was like, dude, this is so Falcon-esque.
God, sucks to be. Yeah, that sucks for
Brady, though, in the second half, I saw this. He had 320 yards in the second half and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 80 in the first half.
And it was absolutely outstanding by
So
Brady.
Tom Brady's still Tom Brady?
In the second half, he still looked very suspect, and that's why I'm very pessimistic about the Buccaneers. And the Falcons team, I always want to love them when they do good, and then they find a new way, like the Chargers, to fuck up.
They are the Chargers, bro.
Of
They
these.
have talent. They have a good
The
quarterback. You know, they have guys. They have guys, and they just are very much underperforming all the time. I understand you're in the middle of having a new head coach. What I want to talk about more is the Bucs. Okay, here's what I think. I think that Bruce Arians is a bad coach. I do feel that way.
I agree.
I think you have way too much talent, bro, to be being this bad. You have two.
It's
Like-
very old talent, okay?
Yeah, but
Well,
veterans are
I
veterans.
mean, you got
But
Chris
let-
Godwin and Mike
But you know
Evans,
why-
bro.
Do you know
And
why
they-
Bruce Arians retired from Arizona?
he retired?
Yeah, he retired and came back to take the Tampa Bay job. He retired in
Oh.
Arizona because he was tired of the grind. And you know what else Tampa Bay has? Tampa Bay has the largest coaching staff in the entire NFL. You know why? So Bruce Arians can go hit drives at the park. I don't think he's all
just
in.
He's just a D-bag. Like, when I hear him on just everything he says, he's like, oh, yeah. It's like, why didn't we play 2 quarters like this? It's like, because you were calling the plays the first half, and then you said, Tom, get us out of the fucking hole. And he did with 400 yards in the second half. Like a quiet 400, too.
I'm gonna let you
He
go in real
sucks.
quick. It's just
Sorry.
it's the weirdest thing. It's like Bruce Arians and Tom Brady are polar opposites. Tom Brady is, I got to make sure every freaking hair is in place. I got to be a perfectionist, short routes, everything precise, efficiency. Bruce Arians is cocktails by 4. Let's just fling that fucker down the field. Let's have a good time. Like, we'll try to win. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, look at all these toys we got. Let's have some. You know, it's like stupid. Like, they don't match.
Yeah. They got to become synergetic.
They got to meet in the middle.
Yeah,
or
Synergetic.
just get rid of
that the
Bruce
word?
Arians.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, just anybody, like anyone. Next one, Niners at Cowboys, the battle of the 5 and Niners.
I don't even really want to talk about this one.
I'm good.
Pollard came in. He did all right. You said you like Mullins. I don't like Mullins that much either. Both teams suck, and I hated watching both of them. They put up 33 and 41. Great. What is this, the fucking 90s? I can give 2 shits about either of these teams.
I second
I'm
that.
dead serious.
This
If-
ain't
if-
1994. Nobody cares
They
about
went
this
to the
game.
Super Bowl 49ers, and they, in my opinion, they rode their defense, and they accidentally got there.
Look. Hey, can I be really?
No, I take
I'm gonna
that
give
back.
you something really quick.
No,
and
Daniel,
this
keep
is,
it 90. Don't go full 100 so you can back
This
out.
is $3 billion. No, full 100. If I'm the Cowboys right now, based on what they have on their team and how much money they have, I'm absolutely giving Andy Dalton the starting reins for next year, and I'm not paying homeboy. And I'm not being a dick. It's just like, you are good. You're good, Dak Prescott. If everything's going right and you have a good run game, you have a good O-line. But why would you drop fucking starting QB money on him, bro? Like, I wouldn't do it. What are your guys' thoughts? Is that ignorant? Because I think that's okay. Andy Dalton has been fucking good when he's played. Remember, he was injured 3 games and they were just absolutely dog shit. But when he's played, bro, he's been pretty good. As good as Dak would be on this team. That's where I am at.
I would fire Mike McCarthy and the entire coaching staff and draft,
That's got to happen
and
first.
then draft a rookie quarterback.
Sure.
You
I'm
got-
going to tell you what's going to
You're
happen.
going to have like a 6th
Let
overall pick.
Dak go.
Get Zach
Let-
Wilson. Just get Zach Wilson. Get your quarterback. Get a new head coach in there to mentor him. Roll. If you
Let
wanna
Dak
stack-
go.
That's not going to happen.
I know it's not going to happen. That's what I would
But
do.
what would you do?
I'm letting you know what would I do and what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're two
things.
different
Okay.
things, bro.
Let's hear it.
They
What I
are.
would do
I'm
is
curious.
What I would do is kind of what Travis said. I would
Yeah.
kind
Clean
of
house.
just like and kind of do what you said.
Let go of Mike, though, for sure, right?
yeah, I knew Aaron Rodgers saved his whole career. There's
Yeah.
no reason that
Oh.
he should have been even hired by anyone else.
He's been
a
out of the
terrible
league for
coach.
years.
He's a coordinator
yeah,
at
he's no
best.
good. I wouldn't
That's
want
so
to coordinate
annoying.
If
my
I'm
offense.
listen here though. That's what I would do. I would try in my everything I can to try to trade Zeke. I would give you a third or second rounder to try to get Zeke off the books. That is a terrible contract. I am not.
And Pollard's good too.
Pollard, he is fantastic. I would not sign Dak, and that's that. I would try to go draft, and guess what? I'm going to restart, get a new, different coach. But what they're going to do,
This is what's gonna happen.
Because this Jerry
what
Jones
they're
is so
going to do,
funny. Let's hear
they
it.
are absolutely going to sign Dak to a fat fucking contract because
Yep.
Dak now has all the cards because how bad they did without him and how good they were doing with him in terms of statistics and making everyone else look good. So they are going to sign him to a large-ass deal, and then they are going to regret it, just like they're regretting their fat deal they
and
gave
Dexter
to Zeke.
Lawrence and Jalen Smith and
You know what's
half the
beautiful?
team and Amari Cooper.
The deal
and-
that Zeke got is making Derrick Henry's deal look so much better.
Oh yeah, really good.
You're
That's why I wouldn't have signed Derrick Henry is because of that
No.
Zeke deal. But now I would because he's been a monster.
I would have
Remember
signed
we
him,
talked about that.
But
we're
the
like, we'll
difference
franchise
was,
him.
The difference was Zeke in his first 2 years, he was getting 300 carries. In Derrick Henry's first 3 years, he was only getting 108
'Cause he was splitting
200,
time.
and he was splitting time. So now he's entering his prime and shit like that, where he's gonna get another. Like this season is gonna replicate for at least, I think, in my opinion, 2 or 3 more seasons, bro.
Yep.
And it's the length of his contract, so it works out perfect.
all on board. I think that I 100% agree. I don't think the Cowboys are going to move on from Mike McCarthy. I don't think the Cowboys.
Oh yes, they are, bro.
No, they're not.
No,
I
they're
don't,
not.
They're not.
No, they're not. No,
They're
they're
not
not.
going to
No
move.
way.
They're not going to find a way to get rid of Zeke. They're not going to move on from any of these contracts. They're going to re-sign Dak and run it back.
Well then,
I love seeing the Cowboys suck too. I love it. Like they're my
I think
second
if-
least favorite team behind the Raiders. F the Cowboys. I love
Me and
seeing
Dom
them suffer.
literally said that same text.
one of two things they're gonna do, guys. It's either gonna be get rid of Mike or they're not gonna re-sign Dak. I think so.
Daniel,
I think so.
You're wrong. They're going to
They're gonna do
re-sign
both.
Dak, and they're
if
going to
they
keep
do that,
Mike.
then that team,
Do you
God,
believe-
I'm
dude,
so
Jerry
sorry.
Hey,
Jones-
we're going on. We're going on. Let's go
Okay.
next one. Let's go next one.
I know.
Cowboys are. This is a fun game. I
They-
watched this whole game.
I watched
what?
this
I turned
game.
off Red Zone and turned this game on.
We watched this together too. This was a great game. Jalen Hurts, man, he put on a show.
Rookie quarterbacks this year are looking good.
They put on a show. He put on a show, and I think it was comical that Wentz had the comments that he did. That he was like, "I'm mad. I don't want to be the starter. I don't want to be bench." Blah blah
F
blah.
that, dude.
I was like, "Dude, you have literally
Being god awful, they've given you more than a million
done
chances.
absolutely fucking ass, and you expect me to give you the leverage? You have zero leverage in this."
Yeah.
That's all I want to say. Kyle Murray had a pretty good game. It's not Kyle Murray is great. It's not gonna what does it say? Like, but
Translate to the
it's
playoffs.
not gonna translate, bro. I love D Hop. He's on my fantasy team. This was a very electric show to watch.
Oh, it was so fun. I loved watching Jalen Hurts. This is the dude that I want.
He's been filthy.
I wanted the Chargers to get Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah, I remember
was
that.
on his jock hard. I wanted them to get him in the second or third round. I wanted to get like Isaiah Simmons, all this other stuff. I'm very high on him. I love what he's done with this team. I'm so stoked to see Carson Wentz crumble.
So am I, by the way.
he's a
so am I.
douche.
I think he's a douchebag too. Fuck Carson Wentz. He's like I know this sounds bad. He's a fucking Bible thumper, and he's a fucking prick about it, bro. Like literally, like they're saying, like, oh, if he's not with his buddy and going to church with his coach, that's what he was doing. If you didn't know that, by the way, and like sharing all these things, dude. I've met those people. I went to school with those people. Those are actually terrible fucking people if you actually meet them. Like not saying all of them, but fuck that guy. Go to fucking somewhere. Go be a backup somewhere.
Yeah, he fits well in that category of like the guy that's like super hardcore Christian that comes off with just a bad vibe. in the
Yeah,
church.
dude, he's a fucking prick.
I'm not
I heard
saying
a lot-
hardcore Christian is a bad thing. Obviously, what I'm saying is the way that he is. I don't like either.
I heard today in a pod that he may go to the Colts next
I've
year
been hearing that a lot.
because that's
Frank
close to
Wright.
North Dakota and Frank Wright and like a lot of other things. And I mean, I'm like, why would you let go of Phil? Like, I mean, he's been good, you know.
Dude, we've
But
been
maybe-
talking about all these guys going to the Colts.
Yes, Phil just might
been,
go
like,
to the Colts.
Do you not see him resigning Phil to another 2-year contract? To like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, if the Colts call and be like, "Hey, we'll give you another year," another
Like, fuck
20.
I don't
dude.
know what you would see if you're like, dude, Carson it's been night and day. Jalen Hurts has been outstanding. You
With
thought,
the same personnel.
yeah, and you thought you're like, oh well, this Eagles team sucks. It's like, well, do they suck? Is Jalen Rager really a bust, or is old boy just really bad?
Our
Like,
two Eagle
I don't
fans,
know.
our two Eagle fan friends, that's Dom and that's Japes, they've both said they're on board. They're on board with Hurts.
Yeah.
Dom is like, fuck Wentz, get him out of here. JP's a little bit more of like, I kind of like Wentz still.
He's real loyal.
He's real loyal.
You know?
He's a Suns fan, that's why.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's like Devin Booker, the greatest.
but I don't know, dude. I'm with it. I'm on Wentz needs to get the fuck out. I've never been a fan of Wentz.
I know. That's
I'm over
been
this.
weird.
All right,
Okay, I'm over
yeah, I
it
don't
too.
care. Fuck wins.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, game of the week, boys. Here we go.
Let's be kind of quick with this one. But this
Let's
comedy.
go, Chris.
Yes, I saw this.
Yeah, Chris.
Ayo.
Oh, okay, here we go. Travis saw this one coming, guys. He would have bet his life on it. Let's go, Travis. What do you got to say?
Okay. If
What an
you-
asshole, dude.
What
Well,
I'm
you said
saying-
I saw this coming.
No, I said I saw this game.
Oh, okay.
You were cutting me off before I could
Sorry,
finish.
I got
this is the
excited.
other
My
game.
bad.
I
dude.
watched like most
I
of this game.
apologize.
I'm telling you, dude, Sam Darnold's fucking good.
No,
He's
dude.
so good. I'm telling you. He can't do this, and this is the best thing that could have happened to the Jets. Trade at that number 2 pick, stack the roster, you're set. Get the coach out of there, you're good. I'm telling you. Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. I will die on this hill.
Then die, dude, because he had.
I'm not dead yet, boy.
He had under 200 yards. Like,
He had a fucking dub.
all right, cool, dude.
Dude,
Cool dub.
look at
The Rams
Travis.
win this game, they make the playoffs.
Dude, this was like it happens.
They
bro.
should have beat
It
the Raiders a
happens.
week ago or 2 weeks ago if Greg Williams wasn't the biggest idiot in the entire world.
This shit happens. I don't know. I talked to Cruz about this because I wanted to talk shit, and Cruz changed my mind about it. I don't know how Cruz does it, but this
What did you change your mind about?
he was just saying like, dude, this shit happens, dude. Like,
I know this shit happens. It always happens. I
and that
agree.
kind of changed my mind. That's really what it was.
But I'm just very much on the Sam Darnold hill. Man,
I hear you.
I
but
tried my hardest to talk shit to Cruz though, and I couldn't. Like, what a fucker, bro. I love Cruz. I love that. I love that man.
I feel bad whenever Cruz like his teams lose. I want to talk to you, be like, ah, but then I'm like,
Dude, I do it. No, you gotta send it to him, bro. Dude, I do. And he literally texted me back this morning. He's like, "Hey, the Titans still suck."
like you dick.
No, he's like being. He's like, "Hey, the Titans aren't doing shit." By the way, I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
He just has a way to put it, you know.
well, because he knows
Look,
the Chiefs are just gonna beat him.
I think that you know, you're only as good as a system sometimes, but the Jets do need to make a decision on Sam Darnold. And man, bro, I mean, look, they have 3 good receivers. They have Rashad Perriman, they have Jameson Crowder, and Denzel Mims was their first rounder, I believe, this year. Who's
Is that what you're saying? Are good receivers
Yes.
nowadays?
Their
yes.
first round pick was Mekhi Becton.
Okay, sorry, their left tackle who's been protecting him. Their second round pick was Denzel Mims, who was early second round because they sucked last year too.
That's true.
And he's supposed to be a real talent, bro. And they've all been healthy. And like, I get the feeling it's like, well,
Sam
damn.
Darnold's trash.
Look at the coaching staff's decisions that they've been making.
Oh yeah, Adam Gase is really bad. And he's had,
Listen.
I know, dude, but
You can put Trevor Lawrence in instead of Sam Darnold this entire year from the beginning of the year, and Trevor Lawrence would win like 2-3 games.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold's trash. All right, go next game.
He's a USC product, dude. You should be a fan of him.
we got the Chiefs at the Saints. This was the best game probably for me of the week. What I want to say is I was very impressed with the Chiefs defense, their defensive line. I was very impressed with the Saints defense, and even more so impressed with Mahomes because, dude, the Saints defensive line was getting at him all day long, bro. I mean, he was making Mahomes, was making dudes miss. He was throwing off his back foot, still getting the job done. Travis Kelce's leg got him on the fantasy team. Doesn't matter anymore. I've already took an L, but what a fun game. And, you know, Drew Brees wasn't fully healthy yet, but it still turned out really good.
What I got from this game is both defenses are above average. And that's saying it lightly. Like the Chiefs, I was saying like their one knock on them is their defense. Fuck no, it's not, dude. Their defense looked outstanding. Their defense forced Drew Brees 1 of 11 from third down. That is the most efficient thing that you could do.
Isn't that
right?
nuts?
insane.
They're 1 for 11 on third down, but put up 30 points.
I know.
That's weird.
It is weird. But
Well-
it's just because how efficient Drew Brees
Yeah.
is on first down and second down. See, they throw a lot on first, second down. Drew Brees still threw 3 touchdowns this game. But, dude, the KC you never felt like they were going to lose. When I was
Yeah.
watching this game,
They're
it was
that
kind of
team. It's
It's that
They're
team.
like the
it is.
Patriots. Where, like,
Right when the
they're gonna
Saints
win.
came in with the TD, too, the
But
Chiefs.
I want every Chiefs fan. Like, if there's Chiefs fans and like people who are really big on the Chiefs, and everyone should be like. Nick,
How to not like him? Patrick Mahomes is a great dude.
The big-
Andy Reid, everybody's cool.
The biggest question, and this is the question of the year, is who can stand up to the Chiefs. And I want to ask you right now. We're probably might get on this earlier or later, but regardless, I want to ask you right now: who out of the AFC do you think has the best chance against the Chiefs, and why?
I don't think the Steelers would be able to hold a leg to him.
No.
I don't think that I kind of like the Bills. I like the Bills and Titans. I think that the Bills and Titans have the 2 best shots. I don't think that anybody who can even sniff the wild card. I don't think the Dolphins. I don't think any of those other teams. I don't think that the who's AFC North. I don't think the Steelers. I think it's going to be either the Bills or Titans. One of them are going to meet them in the AFC Championship game. It'll probably be the Titans because I think Josh Allen will not be as efficient in the playoffs. I think something will happen where he just can't get the job done, and I think it'll be the Titans. And I think they have the best chance. But the problem with that is I can't rush the passer, so you're screwed. I think the Bills have a better defense. I don't know. It's either the Bills or the Titans. I would probably give the edge to the Bills.
I had the same question I asked Daniel, and you said exactly what I was going to say. The biggest chance I know we're kind of talking about this. I'm the same answer. It's the Bills or the Titans that have the best chance to knock them off. In the AFC, NFC is a little bit different. It's Packers
Or
and
nobody.
Saints.
I don't think the Saints can.
But in the AFC, the reason that the Bills would have a chance is because Josh Allen can sling it with the best of them, so can Tannehill.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, okay, who can run it better? You know, the Bills have shown that they can. Titans have shown that they know how to, especially late in the games, and that they can control the clock. When the Chiefs lost this year against the Raiders had the ball for 37 minutes, so they controlled the clock, and that's the reason why they won. They kept pretty much Mahomes off the field. The Titans had that against them last season, the AFC Championship, but then, Mahomes, not being able to rush the passer, having suspect DBs, that's going to be a disaster against a quarterback like him. So that's the only team, the Titans, in my opinion, not just being a homebody, being real, have the only realistic chance, and it's slim.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, sir.
Browns at Giants.
This was boring as fuck. I watched this game, and I was just like, is it over yet?
Yeah, the Browns are going to make the playoffs. That's exciting. That's all I got
10
on.
wins, bro. Baker Mayfield was very efficient. The last 3 games, he's been fantastic. So shout out to Baker Mayfield. Everyone likes to talk trash on him with all the commercials and publicity that he gets for being a subpar quarterback. He has shown that he is the Browns' future. We didn't think so. I thought so initially, even though he's had very subpar games, under 200 yards a game. But we've shown in the last few games he's been very efficient. I think Odell's out of there next year, too. He's a great trade piece. So shout out Browns.
Dan, anything on this one?
I think that Joe Judge has done a great job for the Giants. Daniel Jones was out. They had Colt McCoy in there this week. I like Colt McCoy. I think he's been doing pretty good and serviceable for them. But, yeah, the Browns
6
are really
points.
good, and they're on the verge of making the playoffs. I hope they get in because I think they'd be fun to watch, and that's it.
Cool.
Trav, you're good? Okay.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Oh, listen to my music. Go, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good circuit, by the way. I thought we did it right. Yeah.
Did we do quick?
It was not quick, but it was pretty good.
Chris, where we at?
52 minutes.
Oh, wow. That was
Oh,
fast.
that was really
I think we
for 2
talked. I think we
weeks.
recapped for 20.
Listen,
though, so
no,
we're
we were
good.
out
We're
for
good.
2 weeks. All right, we're good. We gotta get on that. But here we go. Travis's Week 15 NFL Power Rankings.
Okay.
We have a fun list. I haven't done this in a while, but I have been sending my picks in, so we should be up to date. Let's go, Aaron. Number 10, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay finding a way.
Nice.
I love it, Travis.
They're not all great. They're harder and harder because the same teams are the top 10. So I'm trying to find a way.
That's a good point.
But 24-7 comeback. They made Tom Brady, still Tom Brady, beating the Falcons when it matters most, I guess, kind of. Next one.
I like it.
Indianapolis Colts 10-4. They moved up a spot. I don't know how this one ends. I just think the Colts are confusing. I don't know how I feel about Phil. I know he's been playing well, but I'm not sure how they'll do on the road in the playoffs. Like, they play good defense. They got a good running game, but like they just don't seem like a special team to me. So I don't really know where to go with this one, but they do definitely deserve to be on my top 10.
Interesting. They're still tied with the Titans for the AFC South lead. If the Titans lose to Green Bay, they're literally going to be the division
division cha-
leaders
yeah, 'cause
if
they-
they win
'cause
next
they have the
week.
tiebreaker,
But
right?
they play Pittsburgh. Am I stoked that they're playing Pittsburgh anymore? No.
No, I kind of feel like that's an easy win almost. All right, here we go. Number 8, Cleveland Browns went down a spot. They won, so I'm not really trying to take anything away from them. But my quote is they could actually make the playoffs. Cleveland, they're 20-whatever year drought, like the longest drought in the NFL right now. They're going to make the damn playoffs.
I'm excited for them, too.
I love them, and I love their defense. I love Myles Garrett. I love just
They're
Denzel
two-headed.
Ward.
They're two-headed back. I love that originality of, like, you know what I mean? Like, Derrick Henry is a one back, and then you got the Baltimore Ravens who are like a trio, and then you have like a system. They're a true 1 and 2, and they're fucking dangerous.
And they're both like
And Kareem's the more passing reception guy, and
Kareem
Nick's the
Hunt.
runner.
but they
and
both run super
they both
hard.
run. Yeah. Oh yeah. They
Kareem
do.
Hunt led the league in rushing like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
like this
Chiefs,
is
yeah.
stupid.
And
Like,
dude, Kareem and Chubb leads the league in average 5.9 right now before this game.
Yeah, that's
nice.
dude, he's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Number 7. Seattle Seahawks slowly coming into form. Like, I know that this is kind of a weird team, and I've talked about it earlier. I still believe very much highly in Russell Wilson. They're 10-4. They moved up 2 spots from 9 last week. They won. They clinched their playoff berth. Jamal Adams is leading the team in sacks as a safety, which is weird.
9.5. It's most by DB ever.
Yeah, it's nuts. But I still think that this team could make it to the divisional round on a win, maybe the championship round. Number 6, Tennessee Titans moved up 2 spots. 10 wins never felt so good.
Fuck no, it didn't.
9-7 is out the window. We are officially double-digit winners out here. Derrick
feels
Henry's
so
going to
good.
lead the league in rushing. Derrick Henry's going to lead the league in rushing touchdowns. Some holes in the secondary, as we talked about a little bit earlier, but sixth best team in the league in my eyes sounds pretty good, huh?
Sounds about.
Yeah.
All right, let's
sounds
go to
about
5.
right.
New Orleans Saints. They went down a spot. Someone just lost them a home field advantage.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
You like that
dude.
one?
Yes.
Green Bay is going to get the home field advantage here. Drew Brees is back. They
They
played a
would
good
still
game
have
with
to
the
beat the
Chiefs.
Titans to get them home field.
The who's?
The Green Bay.
Oh, Green Bay. That's right. Yeah, that's right. New Orleans 10-4. They're going to win the division easy. No competition there. Well, I guess Tampa Bay, but they're going to win. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I think they're the 5th best team. And number 4, Pittsburgh Steelers moved up a spot only because I didn't watch tonight's game. So let's change that quote to 3 in a row has to blow because they lost 3 games in a row after starting 11-0.
The last 3 were against the
The
Washington football team.
the
The
Cincinnati
Bengals.
And who was the 13 we played last week?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was last week though.
Fuck. God, we suck.
But they lost to 2 really shitty teams. And if I would have known tonight's results before to this podcast, they would have been even lower. They're just super depleted at the linebacker position. They're just injuries all over the place, and they can't run the ball.
Big Ben looked atrocious.
Yeah, they
tonight.
can't run the ball. And then when
Bad.
and Ben looked
Juju
bad.
sucks. Daniel's been calling that for years, so shout out Daniel.
Their receivers do really. I mean, between Deontay Johnson, even Claypool and Juju, and then there's a 4th.
I feel like they get
James
overhyped.
Washington.
I feel like they get overhyped. Like they're good. Claypool's good. He's got a touchdown and shit, but they're overhyped.
Dude, they drop the ball
Steelers-
more than any receiving crew I've ever seen. It's really crazy.
The Steelers are a very blue blood team, so like as soon as a guy does good, they want to call him the next great. You know what I mean? All right, number
And the
3.
run game's been bad. Yep.
Buffalo Bills staying the same, the most complete team in football. I do think top to bottom, they don't have any holes. I love them very, very much, but I'm just a little scared about Josh Allen in the playoffs. We'll see how it goes. That's all I got on that one. Number 2, the Green Bay Packers. Anything you can do, I can do. Feta.
Nice.
God damn it,
Feta
Travis.
cheese. You like that one?
Well done, sir.
And I was saying that in regards to Aaron Rodgers. Like Patrick Mahomes does something cool. Aaron Rodgers does something even cooler. Like they're neck and neck for that MVP. I think that they're going to meet in the Super Bowl easy, and the Cheeseheads are rolling.
Nice.
Numero uno, Kansas City Chiefs are greater than the field. I still think that they have. If you were to give me one or the other, I'm still taking the Chiefs. I think that's pretty consensus too.
I feel the same way. Nick Wright said that like, who are the 3 teams that you could put up against them? And it was like in the AFC, and we said the Bills, Titans, and Steelers. He was like, if you put those 3 teams together, then maybe.
Yeah, if you pair up all the best players.
And I'm like, dude, fuck you, but he's right. It's fucking annoying that he's right.
Dude, it's like, when did they have to pay some of these guys so that they're not as good?
Yeah, Tyreek's.
I like this little overview we got here too. Let's take a look at this real quick. The top 3, I don't think those aren't going to be moving too much. I think 4 and 5 eventually moves. I think if the Titans beat the Packers next week, Titans got to be in the top 4, right?
Yeah. The Steelers are on the fast track.
And even
out
if
of
the
there.
Packers lose, it depends on how they lose. They would still be in the top 4.
Listen, if the Titans and Packers lose close, I think or the Titans and Packers play and the Packers lose, the Packers probably are still going to be the top AFC or NFC team easy, and the Titans are going to go up. And I'm looking for any excuse to take the Steelers or Saints out of the top 5.
Dude, the Steelers
I don't
need to be
believe in
out of
either
the
of those
top
teams.
5 right now. I think the Steelers are worse than the Colts right now.
Well, this happened before tonight, so
Yeah,
that's
I
kind of
feel
where
you.
I was like, they're 11-2. I don't want to drop them too low. But
It's
yeah, I
amazing
agree.
how much they fell off, though. I'm not surprised by it either. Mike Tomlin's little Coach of the Year award is also gone.
Week 16 pick'ems. Okay.
Let's run it.
Run it.
All right, we got 5 very competitive, fun games, with the exception of the Broncos and the Chargers, which is they're just on there because me and Travis are Charger fans. All right, what do you guys want? First game, Broncos at Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3. They are also at home, so basically it's even. Oh, Travis is going to pull down the button and do his thing. I will pick the Chargers just because I think Jay Herbert and the Chargers are rolling. We've won 2 of our last 2, which is really, really good. I think Anthony Lynn's trying to fight for his job right now, and the Broncos are, probably fighting to get a better draft choice. So for that reason, I think for some reason the Chargers win, which I'm not stoked about, but I think they do.
I swear every time I pick the Chargers lose, so I'm going to go
I
with
know.
the Chargers.
Dick. Well, I hope they lose, actually.
Yeah. I'm going with the Chargers, same reasons. Justin Herbert's good. Their offense is good enough. Broncos, Drew Lock is trash.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the Broncos are
I'm going to
falling.
be quick.
I think the Broncos are falling off a little bit. The Chargers, I mean, they're not falling off. It's not like they're up or anywhere. Vic Fangio, I think, is going to get fired at the end of the year. I think that he's completely lost the locker room. Anthony Lynn, I don't think lost the locker room. I just don't think that he's a good head coach.
You know what sucks? If he wins this game and manages, what this would be They have one more game after this?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. If we split and go like 6-10, like there's a chance that old boy comes back, and that sucks.
You want to know some really shitty
Tell me.
news that I think is going to I am like 80% sure they're going to bring him back. I don't
That
care
sucks.
what happens. I think that these 2 wins, I think
know.
that the pandemic, I think that Dean Spanos being a cheap ass, I would be shocked if they fired Anthony Lynn. Even though he is regarded as the dumbest head coach in the league,
Yeah.
same with me, I agree with that opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Chargers are going to fire him.
I feel the same way, and like by the way, everyone that I know that's not a Charger fan that doesn't know much about the Chargers are like, are you kidding? He's hands down the worst coach. Like it's just highly regarded, and they're like, if he's not fired, well, you guys are insane. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. We do this all the time. Like this will happen. He'll probably be rehired.
that's
Or
what's
not
gonna
rehired, but he'll stay on contract for his last year.
Yeah, he has one more year. Dean Spanos, he's not going to eat
poor,
that
bro.
money. He's
No,
not
I
going to
know,
do. He's
I know.
not going to eat the $3 million or whatever he owes him, and then he's not going to pay another dude. He's a cheap ass.
He's already-
He doesn't care about winning. This is a business to him.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. This team is going to
That sucks.
I
suck.
love when Travis talks Chargers.
Like I just
No,
say,
it's
Anthony Lynn's going to be back.
I
and
hate
watch
it.
this, dude. They're going to win like this game, and then the Chiefs are going to have the number 1 seed.
oh, the
locked up.
Chargers are going to go 7-9.
Yeah, I know, and they're going
Let's
to bring
go.
his ass back.
Be very marginal. Get a oh god. So
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I
Next
know. I
game.
quit. I'm just,
Colts at Steelers. Steelers are favored by
Colts.
-2.5. Aaron says Colts. Daniel says
yes, I do pick the Colts as well, just because of injuries on the Steelers end
And the
Colts
fact that
are
they're
rolling.
favored, dude, like, no way, dude. I think the Colts will win
Colts
this.
are rolling. Colts are
in
rolling.
Pittsburgh. I expect it to be cold. I do think that the Steelers are going to win. I don't think Mike Tomlin's too good of a head coach to lose 4 in a row.
I don't know. You would have thought 3 in a row too,
Yeah,
brother.
you would have thought 3 in a row
I
against the
would have, but I
Bengals.
think losing to the Bengals is pretty damn humbling. Next game, Rams at Seahawks.
Same with
Seahawks
the
are favored
Redskins.
by 2.5. I'm going to take the reins on this one. The NFC West, in my opinion, is the funniest division. The Rams always beat the Cardinals. The Rams always lose to the
the Niners.
Seahawks. And the 49ers always beat everybody.
The Rams.
The Rams, that's what it is. And I think that I think that the Rams are going to win this game. I think that they're going to go in there and
You just
smoke them.
contradicted yourself. But
I
all
did
right.
contradict. No. Rams always beat the Seahawks. What did I say?
You said the Seahawks always
No,
beat the Rams.
Seahawks always beat the 49ers. The Rams, they're like in a weird jigsaw.
They always beat each other.
They
I
always
get
beat
you.
each other, but the team that the Rams always beat is the Seahawks. So I'm going with the Rams.
You got it. eh?
Seahawks. Nope.
No, Seahawks.
Just kidding.
No, I was like, nope. That's nope. Good try though.
God, this is.
I don't have much to say about it. I'm going with Seahawks just because they're at home and I'm feeling Russ is going to be doing enough.
Well, it says the. Okay. I think that the Rams have more to lose because I think their record's less. So
They're tied.
No, the Seahawks are 10-4, and I think the Rams are like
9-5 now.
9-5. I don't know. It's super hard. That's such a toss-up.
Rams 5-6. That's not right.
I know that's not right. I saw that too. I'm gonna pick the Rams. I'm gonna pick the Rams because I think that Jared Goff will have a game. I don't think the Seahawks have a good pass rush and or a good defense overall. Carlos Dunlap's been okay as well as Jamal Adams, but I think that Jared Goff has a game, and for that reason they win.
I'm going last on this one.
Next one, Titans at Packers. Packers are favored by 3.5. They're also at home, so basically means they're going to win by 0.5 point, according to Vegas. Oh, I wish that Travis will go first for this one.
I am going to pick the Tennessee Titans. I think that it's going to be a very run-heavy game. I think that you're spotting me 3.5 points. I think it will be the Titans' game to lose.
Aaron wants to go last, and I understand. I think that it's really, really a tough one because the Packers are coming off a win, but they were pissed about that win. Aaron Rodgers was butthurt, and he said that they had a bad game and very much underperformed. You know, look, the Titans' defense, Aaron will agree, they're not excellent, especially in the DBs. Well, it's because they have a lack of pass rush, so it makes sense. You know, A-Rod could go off, but also the Titans' run game could go off and totally neutralize that. So it's like, what happens really? Oh, I picked the Titans. Man, I picked the Titans.
I'm going to go with the Packers.
All right.
Ironically, I bet Miles because he's a Packer fan. I bet the Titans to win this, but everything.
Why not? Friendly competition.
Yeah, but why I'm picking the Packers is kind of like the Titans. Ironically, I'm kind of being devil's advocate and also contradicting myself. The Titans are 10-1 away in our last 11 games. 10-1, 11 games, and Derrick Henry just set a record for the most games with 100 yards away consecutively. He has 10 games away with 100 yards. That means I go into your fucking house and I run for 100 yards every single game, 10 games in a row away. That's nuts. He's absolutely going to run for 100 against Packers, especially at Lambeau. It's going to be cold as shit. It's going to be the first time that they've had snow this year. If you did not know that, it's going to be 26 degrees. So that kind of leans towards the Titans a little bit more. However, what Daniel just said, Aaron Rodgers is having his MVP year, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions against a Titans defense that doesn't know how to get to Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't matter how cold it is. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are going to shred the Titans, and that's why I think the Packers win that.
And, like, A-Rod is really good in the snow for some reason, which is weird, but I hear you.
I hope I'm wrong. Believe me, I'm hoping wrong. But I just, like, going with my gut and, like, who I love as a player is A-Rod. I can't deny him. As well as Derrick Henry does. I think we go off as well. It's going to be a hell of a game.
Green Bay's got a bad run D, so, like, it's a good matchup, bro. Like, that could be, like, if you play that game 10 times, it's probably going to be 5-5.
Not even shitting you. This could be a Super Bowl matchup, bro. If the Chiefs don't make it, that's a Super Bowl matchup.
I think the Packers are going to walk to the Super Bowl.
I think they will, too.
Yeah?
All right, next game, Vikings at Saints. Saints are favored -7.
I think this is, like, this Thursday night game, which is why I threw it on there. Let me double check. Is that, like...
I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
I got the Saints. The Saints defense is absolutely superb. The Vikings, even though that Dalvin Cook is having a hell of a year, and they got playmakers.
The rookie
Justin Jefferson is almost Rookie of the Year if Justin Herbert doesn't shit the bed in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we were talking about
that. I think, another week to recover with Drew Brees. I still am a believer in Drew Brees and that defense, so I'm going Saints.
You want to go?
Yeah, I will. I agree. I think that the Saints defense is really good. They're coming off the back of a tight game against Mahomes and the Chiefs. Their quarterback for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins just never been good in primetime games overall. He's
is this a primetime game?
Is it primetime?
Well, it's a Thursday night game. It's
primetime.
So there you go.
Dude, Travis, change it right now.
I think the Saints are going to win, but I'm going to go with the -7. Sorry, Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, just beating the spread. No, that's it. Trav, go ahead.
Travis,
I think that the short week, I don't think it's a normal Monday. It's a normal primetime game. It's a shortened week. I think Sean Payton and this whole New Orleans offense is based off of Sean Payton and Drew Brees being geniuses. Obviously, Drew Brees doesn't have the talent he once had, but he's still a master, and so is Sean Payton. And I think Vikings lose, but I think it's close. So I'm going with the Vikings on that -7 spread. Spotting 7 points is a lot.
That's all I gotta say. Why do we always gotta pick the 3, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3.5? Fuck, man, these games are close all the time.
I know.
Santa Maria Pinche.
Aaron went home heavy.
I went home with 4 out of the 5 of them. I did.
All right.
You went 4 out of 5 last time?
No, 4 out of 5 in terms of home teams who I picked.
Oh, nice.
All right, we're going next.
Next. That was lit. God, those are dope.
All right, I'm going to jump right into it. I didn't want to put him on here, guys, but I had to. I put Josh Allen at number 5. Why? Because it's a quarterback MVP. MVP is a quarterback trophy, and that's why. And really, that's the only reason why. He is right at 4,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 104 QBR. He's been playing a lot better ball. But even with that, he still was last 2 games, he only had, he was under 100 quarterback rating this last game. So, I'm still not in love with him, but he is rightfully up there. It's not like Tyreek did anything to get him off this list, but I like putting new people on the list. It's been a couple weeks. I'm trying to put some more new people.
Very fair.
What's your guys' thoughts on Josh Allen being number 5, though? I know a lot of analytics kind of our people were trying to put him in there, so.
I want to see it all play out, and then I'll let you know. I'm trying to think. I just want to see what your 1 through 5 is a little bit.
Well, I mean, I think that there has to be some sort of consideration because of how good the Bills are, right? He's not Baker Mayfield throwing 15 touchdowns and 8 picks, and then they're really good. No, this dude's got 30 and 9 plus 4,000 yards passing, not to mention his rushing and all the things that he does on the ground. I think it's very, very fair to have him on
it's
this
2
top
touchdowns and 360 yards rushing.
Yeah, that.
That's dope. Yeah.
I think
He's
he should
quick,
be
bro.
5.
I mean, he runs a 4.4. He's 6'5". That's outstanding, and he's got a fucking cannon.
Tanny,
So, yes.
same sitch.
I had to put him on here, guys. I know this is kind of a homer move, and I was like, do I put Josh Allen 4 and do I put Tanny 5? In the matchup, bro, Tannehill beat him. And they beat him 42-16. So I had a really hard time putting him over, especially with he has 31 touchdowns, but he has 35 total. He has 4 rushing touchdowns with 160 yards rushing as well. Very efficient.
That's
35 and 5. That's the touchdown to quarterback rate. Like, that's fantastic. 110. 110 that's right on par with Mahomes.
Yeah,
in terms of quarterback rating. And yeah, he may have a little bit less yards. Oh, sorry, I have fucking Derrick Henry in my backfield. Guess who's taking up all the goddamn yards? You know what I mean? So yards don't mean too much to me. In terms, if you have
yards has always been kind of one of those things. Like,
you know what I mean? If I have a good run offense, like, what do you want from me? I'm gonna play to my strengths.
Like, if you have 500 yards passing, that means that it was a tight game for 4 quarters.
Or your fucking run offense doesn't know shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't disagree at all. I think this is just fine.
Yep.
I put him over Josh Allen. Chris, another Titan.
I know. Sorry, guys. 2 Titans on the list. Of course it is. 1679 rushing yards, dude. This guy's on pace to have.
I like the picture, Chris. Shout out to that. Or did you pick that one?
Oh, that was Chris.
That's a dope pick. That was this week, right?
Yep.
That was
dude, another stiff arm, kind of like what he did to Josh Norman. Dude, he just threw. Dude, and guess what? I just found out this corner. It was his first game in NFL. Wow. How shitty, bro.
He got up, and I felt god awful for him. And me and Aaron were watching that. It's like, this dude is 6'3" with the longest reach in the fucking NFL.
He has a 6'6" reach.
Like, that's not okay. Like, you're running sideline to sideline. Like, well, you're just gonna get toasted by this dude. Like, he's insane. So
what I love about him, and like I say it every week, is like it's coming. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows it's coming, and everyone game plans. Everyone tells every linebacker, every corner, every safety, everybody, you're going against Derrick Henry. You better bring it all, and it's coming. They stack the box. We fucking just run at you. He didn't break any huge ones. He had a 33-yard rush. He had a quiet 147. A quiet 147 with a 6.9 average this game. Like, he has 1680, he has 2 more games left. He might crack 2,000, and he's going to be the 6th player to do so. Like, Derrick Henry is unstoppable, and if it wasn't for these 2 next guys, it'd be his to lose.
Yeah, he's right there. I don't disagree. He's making that engine run. Número 2. Oh!
Yes.
I'm interested.
And I know a lot of people, after like beating a Saints team that has the best defense, are like, why wouldn't you have there? He had a 50% completion percentage this game. Oof. And it was like, the Saints defense getting after him and throwing the ball away and being smart with it. But he had 50% completion. During this game, he only had a quarterback rating of 84. So did he do stellar? No, in my opinion, he didn't do stellar. He made some plays at the end. I'll give him that. And McCole Hardman, yes, he did.
That was a nasty throw.
That was a nasty
And
throw.
I agree with it. But guess what, dude? You have 2 of the best players at their position on your team.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Probably.
Tight end and receiver.
I think the best.
They literally were in my MVP candidates. And you know what I mean?
Kelsey was leading the league in receiving yards for like 3
So that's
No,
my
he
point.
is right now. So,
is he still?
yeah.
So that's
As
my
a
point.
tight end, bro.
You literally have 2 of the best players at the position in their primes, and you're in your prime. And
2 good
he's
running
doing
backs.
amazing. And like, I'm not taking anything away from him. However,
And he's got Andy Reid. Like, the chips are all
And
stacked.
Eric Bieniemy and
a defense that's stepping their game up, bro.
And the defense
I
has
agree, Aaron.
guys. Like, I don't hate this. I was thinking this was going to happen. I was like, he's probably going to switch him. Because, I mean, like you said, like,
It'd be interesting. You know what? Look, at some point, Patrick Mahomes will have a team that is not as good as it is now because you're not going to be able to afford all them, and we will see, bro.
that contract's going to start kicking in. They're not going to be able to pay Tyreek Hill. They're not going to be able to pay, like...
Look, and you know what? That would
they
be
pay Travis Kelce?
that would be a mistake if they didn't pay Tyreek. Because fuck
You know
me.
what? I bet they do. They find some way. They cut people. They do. They're going to throw some money at
Hold
him.
on. Daniel's about to say something that I agree with.
I think that Tyreek is the best receiver in the NFL because he can do the most.
I said that earlier when he was an MVP.
I think he's 3rd or 2nd in receiving yards right now, and he has to split the ball with 20 different heads, bro. It's really insane.
And every time he touches it, you're like,
dude,
this might go.
They give a toss sweep to him. They do everything. He's insane, bro. He's always open. His separation is 15 yards every single time. He's so good. It's
He
insane.
only had like 5 catches, 58 yards this game though, and a touchdown.
That was interesting. I know. I saw that
I'm
too.
telling you right now, there is not a receiver in the NFL that has the gravity towards him that Tyreek Hill has. Like, he may not be like the best pure receiver, like pure, like Hop is tall and got the hands and can out jump you and blah, blah, blah.
Doesn't even matter with the separation.
But what I'm saying is this dude, the way that he opens up everything, Kelsey's leading the league in receiving yards, and that is very much because of
Tyreek's
presence.
I totally agree.
He is incredibly impactful. His gravity is incredible. Like the way that the defenses have to suck towards him every single time. His ability to run out of the backfield, like on reverses and screens, it's stupid.
You never seen it's just like LeBron. Like you get double, triple team, you hit guys wide open, but like doing that out of a receiver.
It's more
position.
like a Steph Curry, where like everyone's like kind of committing
He's
to
a
him.
Steph
That's kind of what I
Curry.
meant. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
the
a good
home
one.
run, like triple.
That's
like,
a great
I was trying to
comparison,
think.
Steph.
That's
like,
what
yes,
he's
like,
like, Steph.
because
The
even if Steph is
gravity, you know what I
yeah.
mean, too. That's what he's trying to get
If
to.
Steph is running
Yeah.
around like an idiot, you still know exactly where he's at. And the same thing
Yeah,
is
and
with
the way
Tyreek.
his
watch him.
off the ball movement
Yeah.
impacts people, even though it's
But
not.
I don't want to take too much away from Pat, obviously.
Yeah,
this
sorry.
is the MVP list, but I still think that he has such an impact. And number one, who'd you got? Oh,
This is a clear number one to me, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are like Mahomes. In my opinion, it's clear as fucking crystal to me. This guy, 3,800 yards. Yeah, guess what? Aaron Jones has made his Pro Bowl. He's been killing it. So yards, again, don't matter too much if I'm up all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm the reason we're up. 40 touchdowns. It's the third time in his career he's done it. Mahomes is going to do it probably 12 times in his career. So, or maybe 10. But what I'm saying is, like, we're witnessing an all-time great season.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I called it in
Yeah,
the
you did.
beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I called this. We have receipts. I said Aaron Rodgers will win MVP. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. You guys drafted a quarterback number one. He'll suck a dick. You guys could have gave me help. I'm going to go there with Devontae Adams and fucking wreck the league, and he has. Van Scantling
has.
had 0
Valdez?
points. 0 points. Not a single catch last week. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have people around him. Tonyan, did you know who the fuck Tonyan was before
Nope.
the season?
I didn't know that was a guy still until you just said it. No,
And that's their tight end that he's literally had like 8 touchdowns or 9 touchdowns this year. And he
What?
literally got Pro Bowl consideration.
Are we sure his last name is Tonyan? Let me look. But I hear you. No,
It
that's
is.
lit. Oh, it is?
It is.
Okay, got you.
That's my point, though. We were just
Yeah.
talking about Mahomes has
crazy.
all these weapons, and Aaron Rodgers is still putting up better fucking numbers than him at age 36, 40 touchdowns, only 4 picks, the most efficient in terms of touchdown to interception ratio. My favorite player all time, really, that's not on the Titans. This is very deserving. And, you know, again, the yards don't mean too much to me.
yeah, I think it's his to lose. I think that if they went out, he doesn't throw another pick and he throws 5 more touchdowns or whatever, something like that, and then you get the number one seed and his passer rating is still up there as QBR, I think it's going to be him.
He's going to have 4 touchdowns against
He hasn't
the
won an
Titans.
MVP since like 2012 or 13, I think. So I think like they're gonna like Patrick Mahomes has been the hothead for the last couple of years. So I think they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's rotate this back to A-Rod. So I definitely think that he deserves it, and I do think that at this point it's his to lose.
I do too. And honestly, like the cards are adding up to him. He's going to play a good Titans team. You know what I mean? They're coming in hot. They've been scoring a lot of points. And I think Aaron Rodgers throws for fucking 4 touchdowns, like at least 250, maybe 300, beats the Titans, and it's going to be his MVP. I think that's what's going to solidify it.
He's super lit. I mean, that receiving core is, dude. I don't know who would be doing that. Like, if you just look, if you use your
Without
eyeballs.
Devontae Adams, who else they got? Name their other receiver other than Devontae Adams.
They
No.
have Lazard.
I'm agreeing with you. You got Lazard. You got
Lazard.
Valdez Scantling, and then that tight end that you're telling me about. And like, I totally agree. It's like this dude. He's crazy, man. I mean, you know what? Look, I remember one time the Chargers beat the Packers, and like he looked really god awful, like really bad. I think that was like last year or the year before.
It was last year when
And
he threw
and
for
you know,
160.
he could just do that on some random shit, like where he just gets like he's just butthurt about something. You know, like you see it and you're like, okay, but he hasn't done that all year. You
He
know,
only had 170 last game.
Yeah, but
But he
still
had 3
efficient
touchdowns.
and 3 touchdowns, and you know he didn't really have to do much, so I get that. But yeah, man, he's really can maximize talent like no other. I think that he actually does like their head coach, even though there was some talks about them hating each other last year.
At first, there was like I guess some thing,
But they've been nothing but great, bro, the last 2 years, really. And when you really think about it, and so yeah, I think he'll win MVP too.
All right, that's
All right.
it.
That is it. What do we got now? Oh, basketball.
Basketball. Okay, so
Dude,
we're gonna kick off
holy
NBA talk.
shit, right?
And,
Man, we
since
haven't
the
talked
preseason
shit
started,
about
we have
shit.
not done a podcast, so there's a grip of things to talk about. We'll try to condense it, keep it tight. But we're out of time, Chris.
3 hours and 7.
Hour and 20.
Hour 20.
Oh, wow.
Not bad. Oh, nice.
That's quality.
All right. Well, hey, some big moves that happened. Let's go over them real quick. Giannis resigned.
Giannis resigned. That was big.
5 years for $225, right?
Yeah. Bigger news. Rudy Gobert resigned, so the
Fuck.
Lakers can't go
205.
snag him.
Dadgummit.
Dang it. Dag nabbit. And I swear AD just dropped 40 and 20 on him last time. They saw in 3 quarters.
Wasn't he like good? Isn't
That's
he,
weird.
He probably does other
remember.
stuff good. He's probably a real big offensive player, right?
Does he shoot the ball well?
Oh, wait. Isn't his max only 30 points? Or
Wait, 35 points. Wait, he must have a bunch of assists then every game.
No, he does have a lot of assists, right?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure he can guard in space against a perimeter league, right?
Not just anybody down low. He can guard in space.
Right. No, he can't.
No, not at all.
Oh, well, you're $250 million or whatever, bro.
That's such a bad signing.
Stupid. That's just stupid. 200 mil, dude. All right, good. I get it. The Jazz aren't getting free agents, but you could have gotten away with signing this guy for like 140.
Fucking trash, bro.
And he gave your whole team COVID. So
Yeah, what a jackass. That
What a
fucking
scumbag.
Lakers literally was like almost getting riffed with your real franchise player, Donovan
Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. But like, fucking A, dude. Like, to give 205 to this clown is absurd. He's getting paid more than 80. AD is a transcendent talent, 10 times better than Rudy Gobert. It's a credit to the Lakers front office is what that was. That's what's comical about that. And with the other name, Travis, you name some other deals.
So Luke Kennard got a $64 million
Luke Kennard.
Four
Please tell me,
years?
who is Luke Kennard?
I think he got drafted by the Pistons.
Yeah,
Does anybody know who Luke Kennard is?
yeah, he was on Duke. I
That was
know.
facetious, Daniel, but like,
Okay.
but like,
No, but yeah, what has he done in the league?
Like, you could have said, hey, Lakers,
But
you
4
want to sign
years-
Luke Kennard for 4 years, $30 million? I'd be like, no.
4
giving
years,
that dude-
64.
I'm not giving that dude $30 million, but the Los Angeles Clippers gave him $64 million. Good for you guys. Another fun signing, Isaac. The guy in Orlando, Isaac, what's his name? The guy they just got.
Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac. He just got a 4-year, $80 million deal. Markelle Fultz
Crazy.
got 4-year, $50. Good for
White
him.
on the Spurs.
What's his name? Something White. I can't think. Is it Devin White?
Something white.
Something White. I can't
Point guard,
think.
point
Yeah,
guard,
point guard
yeah.
number 5. I even know his number.
And he's good. He's
solid.
good.
Yeah,
He was
that's
a
a
30s. He was like
What did they
25th.
sign?
I
How
think they
much?
signed
4 years, 80 million, bro.
80.
Or 73 million.
Yeah, 73.
It was something weird like that. But yeah, a lot.
Oh no, that's
But that's
too
not,
high.
no, but it can't, it's not too high. You got to think about money
If we didn't
nowadays.
mention
Spurs?
it, if we didn't mention it
Spurs, he's a
before,
good-ass player.
and I just didn't cut you off. The Lakers have done. Re-signed LeBron to the 2-year, right?
Extension, got
Fantastic. We got him for 2 years. We signed with a 3rd-year option. AD, 5 years, 190. Wonderful. Best big man in the league. Power forward like. I love him. He's going to be the next best, and we're set for the future. And then re-signing KCP. We talked about that before. 3 years, $40 million.
Yep.
Very team-friendly, very tradable if it comes to it. I don't think it happened.
Very
But wonderful.
tradable.
Kuz. I thought Kuz was going to hold out. Kuz was like, I saw the quotes from him. He's like, I want to line it up with LeBron and AD. It's a 3-year extension with a 3rd-year option, the first of its kind. And I didn't notice that before. That means that when he is 28, at the end of it, he can either choose to opt in with the Lakers or opt out and enter free agency at age 28. That's awesome for Kuz. That's going to be right in the middle of his prime. So the deal works out for both parties. Good for Kuz. You know what I mean? He gets paid out. He has a good bonus. He gets a much higher paycheck after coming off a rookie deal where he was only getting like $2.5 million. So awesome for Kuz. Great job by Rob Pelinka. I love all the deals. I think Kuz is a starter. I think Dennis should be coming off the bench. He did not look good preseason in terms of being a starter. We take away, when he comes as a starter, we take away what he's good at, being a ball handler, being a creator, and scoring. When he's coming off with LeBron, it takes that away from him. He looked out of place. He needs to come off the bench. However, I want Kuz to start. Kuz looked good as a starter. His defense looked great after seeing him in a bubble. And what I want to see is him start, but pull him early so you can play him with Marc Gasol. Because when I saw him with Marc Gasol and playing off the ball, moving
Mark's
a
going to
lot.
start, though, isn't he?
You're right, but I'm saying like putting Marc Gasol and Kuz together in any type of lineups later in other than starting is going to be ideal. And I think Trez, I'm going to let you guys go because I have some things to say about Trez. But what are your guys thinking about the initial signings from the Lakers after what I just said?
You want to go, Dan?
Yeah. I think that in comparison to fucking Rudy Gobert getting $200 million, Jay Isaac getting whatever, like, I think that Orlando had 2 god awful signings. I mean, like you let what's his name, the number 1 point guard that they had?
No.
Markelle Fultz has like
Fultz.
4 years for $50 million or $60 million. I want to
That's
say
exactly
which,
what is this 4 years 50?
which is insane because like I'd rather have Kuzma than him. Really, I would. So
No, I would
that
too.
team's bad, but also like
Well, they
I
got to
don't
spend
know,
the money
man.
somewhere.
That's
For
what I was
the-
saying to someone else. I was like,
There's
you
a
got-
floor, the amount you have to spend.
I was telling this to Miles. I was like, you have to spend money. It was like even if they're signing bad players to big contracts, you literally have money. You have to spend it.
I'm cool with that, bro. But like, I think Orlando's I think that sure they don't have a winning franchise, but people would go play in sunshine more than a cold spot, and like, why not sign somebody to a 1 year fat deal? You know, like I just think 4 years is a lot of money to be tied up in somebody that doesn't have a fucking shot yet, which is weird. And Jonathan Isaac, by the way, like I'm very like that's really a high contract. Are you guys impressed by him at all?
No, Jonathan Isaac. I mean, he
4 years, 80 mil.
He's a good defensive player, but like he's not worth 80 mil. But it kind of refers back to what me and Aaron were saying. Like you have to spend money. Markelle Fultz on $13.5 million a year. It not only is it tradable, but he was a number 1 overall pick for a reason. You have to spend the money. I don't mind that contract. I think you could have cut a little bit off of Jonathan Isaac's contract because Jesus, $80 million, relax a little bit.
That's crazy.
I agree. I don't think those were great signings, but I think that the Markelle Fultz was definitely a lot better than Jonathan Isaac. But I want to talk more about Aaron's question.
About Kuzi?
About the whole deal. I think that AD, obviously great lock-in. LeBron, obviously great lock-in. Kuzma, 3 years, 40 mil? Perfect lock-in, very tradable contract. It's expiring soon with the player option, so you could dump that if you have to very easily, especially since Russell Westbrook and John Wall have both been traded multiple. Well, I guess Russell Westbrook's been traded multiple times.
We talked about that. Yeah, I don't even know.
We'll talk about it.
We'll get all that. Okay,
but what I'm saying is those are all extremely movable contracts. And referring back to what Aaron's saying, I agree. The starting lineup, if you roll out AC, Alex Caruso,
as a starting point
guard. Defensively, the point of attack, that's what made us so good last year with Avery Bradley and with what's his name? The guy we just signed. What's KCP? At the point of attack, the point guard position, we have ferocious defenders on their ass. It disrupts the entire offense. And I think AC defensively will be perfectly at 6'4", elite defender.
That'd be
and
great.
Not only is he great defensively, but off ball with guys like Marc Gasol and LeBron James, him running around with his 4 hairs on his head on fire, is going to be spectacular. I think you roll out
How about me?
AC and then KCP. Great year, 3 years, 40 mil, perfect.
Do you think they do that though?
I do.
You think they throw AC as a starter? Because that'd be great. But
Well, think about he started the final. He started Game 6 of the finals last year. I think Frank feels okay with him.
I hear you. I think that he'll.
What I want to happen, what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, me too. Because I think that Caruso will be in the closing lineup. But I don't know about starting.
What I want to happen, what I think is happening is going to be the same thing. I think it's going to be KC and AC. I think that those two are going to start at the guard, and I think LeBron James is going to be the point guard again. And then you roll out Bron, Gasol, and AD. And then the bench. Think about this fucking bench for a second. Schroeder, Wesley Matthews, Trez, and then you got Kuz. Those 4 dudes. And who's going to be the other guy? Who else do we have? Taylor Horton, freaking Tucker. That team,
I love Kakak.
Kakak is great too, dude. Our B team is fantastic. Our B team smoked the Clippers.
Then you got Markieff
and not to mention Keith. So now that starting 5, you roll out starting 5 with Schroeder, THT, Keith, Kuz, and Shrez. That's a pretty good team.
Let me give you my thoughts. I just want to give you my thoughts. I would love to start AC. I think you're right. I was shaking my head when you initially say that just because I don't think it's going to happen. Do I want it to happen? Absolutely. My starting lineup would be AC, KCP, Kuz.
So exactly.
Exactly. Okay, maybe not.
No, you didn't say KCP.
No, I didn't say Kuz.
Or you didn't say Kuz, yeah.
Okay,
I said AC, KCP, Bron, AD.
Okay, okay. No, you're right. That's exactly mine too.
Yeah.
AC, KCP, Bron, AD, and Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
And then the backup have Kuz come in, but Kuz I want playing in the first quarter absolutely.
He's be the 6th man.
I want him coming in after 6 minutes. I want him coming in after 6 minutes. However, Schroeder cannot start, bro. I cannot see him start because I watched what he was doing, and he does not play off the ball very well. He does not put himself in the offense, and I think that changes. However, I think he starts. AC is not going to be a starter. I think that the politics of it and the amount of money that they're paying,
a lot of egos defeated,
and egos, and him,
then that Schroeder said,
and the fact that he said that I want to start is he's going to start for the beginning of the season,
and then they're going to get their mind right.
Frank Vogel doesn't give a fuck about your thoughts. Frank Vogel doesn't give a fuck about your ego. Frank Vogel gives a fuck if you play defense, and I know that Dennis does. However, Dennis Schroeder's going to get salty about his offensive output, and he's going to be wanting that minutes in the second and third quarter where he can take over offenses, where AC is going to be put back in the starting lineup where he should be and play exactly how you just said, Travis, where he's the defender, plays off the ball with Marc Gasol, LeBron, AD, plays fantastic. His shot has been getting better. And then everything's going to go as well as it should be. But at first, it's not. Dennis Schroeder is going to fuck up our rotation. Now, that's what's going to be the miserable part of watching initially. Another part about this, if you guys watch the preseason games, which I watched every minute of it, Montrezl Harrell is fucking average as fuck. I do not like Montrezl Harrell as much as everyone thought I thought.
As we all thought, yeah.
He is a fucking defensive liability, bro. He is undersized as fuck. He bites on everything.
Yeah.
He is bad, bro. He is bad. And his offensive output is him going 5 of 16 and taking like absurd outside mid-range shots, and his touch around the rim is very subpar. If it's not a fucking slam dunk, it is very subpar.
I think you're putting too much into preseason.
Maybe.
I don't think that.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't
too.
think that's the real Trez. I agree. He did not look good in the preseason.
Bad.
I'm sorry, Dan. I know you've been waiting your turn.
No. I'm listening patiently.
I think that I don't think that that's the real Trez. Like even like when we were smacking the Clippers, like Kawhi wasn't playing. Like Paul George, they weren't really playing.
Dude,
like,
I don't care.
I know
Trez was playing against backups and looking bad.
I know, but I think he was kind of annoyed. I thought thought he was above playing fourth quarter minutes in the preseason, which I kind of also agree with. If he is the guy that he was in LA, or I guess in the Clippers, if he is that guy, he shouldn't be playing preseason minutes in the fourth quarter. I know, but like this dude is above that. I don't want to. I think he is.
Is he?
I do.
don't.
I think he's above that, and I don't think he took it
bro.
seriously.
That's where I'm at, bro.
Don't get me wrong. If it goes 2 months into the season and he's the same guy, oh my God, I hate him. Where I'm at is I think that this is the preseason. That's why I think THT is killing it. That's why I think that, I love THT, but he's not going to average 20 points per game in the NBA.
Yeah, of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I mean by and of course getting the coherency with our defensive rotations is going to help. But we lost a lot of athleticism with JaVale and Dwight. You know what I mean? Marc Gasol and Trez we're not going to be the same defensive people down low. We're not. You know what I mean? Our guards are going to be a lot more conscious of how they bite. It's going our defense is going to take a hit. We thought Montrez is going to be that good guy. Montrez and very, very suspect to me. And Marc Gasol, I love him defensively. He's not athletic
He's
at
older
all,
now,
and he looks older than fucking Dick.
He's not going to be a guy who's going to sit there and get 3 blocks per game. But like Marc Gasol is a very positional, smart guy. He don't think will be a liability. But JaVale, like you said, he was an incredible athlete, great rim protector, but he also bit a lot, just like Trez does. He also could not guard in space.
But yes, they bit. Okay, let's just say they bit the same because they do.
Yeah.
JaVale, however, was 7'3", and that motherfucker protected the rim.
He was great at it.
Very well. Way better than Montrez.
He also had 3 goaltends a game. But
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It was the thought that you might get blocked. Montrez was getting fucking bodied. Bro.
But here's what I'll tell you too, though, Aaron. I mean, JaVale is also he got boxed out every time. Like he was a bad rebounder.
I don't think Montrez is good, guys.
No. I didn't see it. I told you I didn't see it, and so like I was sad. I was sad to hear that, and like. Hopefully he can.
But his stats look good. 19 and 11. You're
no. Yeah, the eyeball test matters, but I think
I agree. Aaron, trust me. I'll see it and we'll know.
But with Schroeder in the second unit, it's going to be a different story.
I hope so.
I think so, very, very much. Dan, let's hear a little bit of you.
No. You guys hit it. I mean, look, dude. Like I told Aaron already because he was talking to me about Trez like offline, and I was like, bro, I haven't watched enough preseason to say anything, and that sucks for me, but. I look forward to the regular season starting tomorrow. We're going to have our ring opening series game. I apologize. Clippers are going to be able to have their first ring viewing game. Shout out to the Clippers. You get to watch us front row seat at that. And, I think we'll win, bro. I think the Clippers are going to be I don't think they're going to be someone to worry about in the West this year. I do think that the Mavericks will be one of those teams. I do think the Nuggets will be one of those teams in the West. And then the Nets are in the East. So that's it for the West, really. And the Clippers, I think you downgraded at coach, and you also paid out the wrong guys. And Kawhi Leonard will leave next year. He was like, I'm not focused on signing a long term.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I'm not worried about what I'm going to do next year. I'm not saying
I'll leave. He's going to go. He says, if I'm not healthy, I'll stay. If I'm healthy, I'm probably going to leave.
Yeah, he's going to go, bro. This team sucks, and Tyronn Lue, I have no respect for him. I'm so stoked we never hired him. So stoked, bro. I always said that. Thank God we got who we have as head coach, and that's that. That's how I feel. I feel good. I think we're going to win handedly. I think it's a 71% chance that the Lakers win the playoffs this year.
Random ass number.
No.
71%.
That is what they're saying right now. 71% chance the Lakers win the fucking
So here's
finals.
the thought. Who's the biggest threat out of the East or the West? Who's the biggest threat? I'll give you mine so you have something to base it off of. Out of the West, it's the Mavs.
Me too.
The Mavs have amazing offense. I think got the better defensively. They're going to be another year with Porzingis and Luka together.
And they would have beat the Clippers anyways if Porzingis wasn't hurt.
I think it's going to be 1-2. I think the Mavs are going to be fighting with the Lakers for the best record in the West. That Mavs are going to be that good.
And I think
Denver and the Clippers are going to be right. Denver and the Clippers are right there.
What about the East?
In the East, the Nets look fantastic.
They did.
They're a very deep team. They're going to be able to take days off if they need to as well and still be efficient.
Yeah.
KD looks like KD. Steve Nash letting them just fucking run it how they want to. I think that team is going to be fantastic. It's going to be the number 1 team in the East.
Yeah.
The Raptors are absolutely going to be there too. The Bucks as well. I love the Drew signing. Yeah. It was a lot to get him, and you better hope it pays out.
Real quick.
But that's where I'm at.
I agree, but can we all just take a second to laugh at the Celtics?
Yeah, fuck the Celtics.
Can we just laugh at them for a second real quick?
I love it,
they're
bro.
screwed.
Like what all these picks that they've been sitting there flexing about for the past 5 years about how incredible Danny Ainge is. What did that turn into? Kyrie's gone. Gordon Hayward's gone. You got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Cool. What else you got? Marcus Smart.
And you could have signed and traded Gordon Hayward too. Like
They
Could
could
have
have
done that with Kyrie.
Yeah,
they could have
that's
done
it.
like
Kyrie.
they could have done like 20 different things, but they were too chicken shit to do anything. So
now you have Jason Tatum on a max who, like, okay, sure, he's good.
People keep
but,
telling
like,
me he's Kobe Bryant, but like what he looks like just another really good wing player in the NBA.
yeah, good wing, you know.
Like
I've
been hearing this dude's Kobe Bryant since he was 20 years old.
Would you say that Jason Tatum's any better than Brandon Ingram?
I think Brandon Ingram is better than Jason Tatum. Brandon Ingram averages like 30 points per game last year. Jason Tatum, 22? Like, I don't want to hear that he has to share the ball. I think that the Pelicans are going to be fucking amazing this year.
Yeah,
I think that Steven Adams, I think that
That's
the guy
such a
that-
good signing.
like, everything that they did is superb. I think the Pelicans are going to be very, very good.
Is it amazing? Do you say like a 6 seed?
I think they'll be a top 5 seed.
Yeah.
I think they'll be a top 5 seed. They're going to get bounced in the playoffs. And where I disagree is like I think that the Mavericks are not going to be. I think they're going to be a great regular season team. I don't think they're going to be a huge threat to the Lakers in the playoffs. I think they're a little bit too young,
Not
and
a
I think
threat.
they're a little bit too defensively liable. They seem like that really run and gun offensive team. I think it's going to take a few years for them to get some defensive pieces and tighten that up. But I do think eventually they will be multiple time champions if they can keep that core together.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it's the Mavs. I don't think it's the Nuggets either because they lost Jeremy Grant.
I know that was a hit.
He's like their best perimeter defender. He's a really solid player in the play. He did great in the playoffs. I think Jokic will forever be a liability defensively, and I think that Jamal Murray is not a good defensive player either.
And
So
Jokic went really, really just dumb. He went off in the playoffs last year. Like that was
Yeah.
like very like that's like your A+++ game too to me. I thought.
I think. Are you guys listening? I think the Rockets are gonna be the shit this year. I think that the Rockets are gonna be the team to challenge. John Wall looks like John Wall.
Yeah.
Boogie looks like Boogie, and no more Mike D'Antoni. Hold on, no more Mike D'Antoni. So no more James Harden pound the ball 40
Is
times.
James Harden going to be there?
I think he will. I think that
I don't
James.
think James here. I don't think James Harden's there.
I think James Harden will be there, and I think he'll fit into the system, and I think this team will probably have the most regular season wins. I love the Rockets right now. I think I'm a big fan of them. I think they got a little bit of depth. I think that Denver's going to win a lot of regular season games, get bounced. I think
Well,
the
what do you
Clippers
think about
are.
the Nets?
I think the Nets are going to be the biggest competition. I don't think anyone
Yeah,
else.
the
in
biggest
East,
competition.
I don't think anyone else in the
That's what
East is
I'm
coming
saying.
out. I think the Nets are coming out. I think they're going to be the biggest competition to the Lakers.
Okay, that's where I'm at too.
I think that the
Everyone else I'm 0% worried about.
I think
I'm
that
probably like 20% worried about the Nets.
And here's
really.
another thing. I think the Clippers are going to be a 7, 8, 6 seed. I think they're going to be the bottom half. I don't think that they're going to be a regular season team. I think Kawhi is going to be Kawhi. I think that they're not going to – they got worse. Like, I think Lou Will's going to be on his way out really soon. I think Lou Will's going to be – he's their sixth man outside of Montrezl Harrell. I think that their organization is toxic.
Yeah.
All the stuff that's coming out, all the stuff that's going on with Kawhi, all the Paul George talk, I think that the Clippers organization is toxic, and I think they're going to be a bottom half of the Western Conference playoffs.
Do you guys like Doc Rivers a lot more after what he's been saying too?
I've never
Where
liked
he's
Doc
like-
Rivers, bro. I don't like Doc Rivers.
do you
and I
like him
No,
when
I
he's
don't
like-
like him even more. Because guess what? That speaks a lot on the coach. You know what I mean?
Kind of talk shit where you
the
left.
players talking shit on you. Yeah, this is a star player. You didn't use him to his potential. He didn't do good in the playoffs, and he was talking shit. And he talked shit back, and it's funny, sure,
But it's kind of like
do I
one of
like
the-
him as a person? Maybe a little bit more, but guess what? I think he's a fucking terrible coach. I think he's a terrible person because he didn't even want to coach his own son. I fuck Doc Rivers, bro. I think he's a terrible coach.
Gotcha.
Not a terrible coach, but I don't think
He's not. He's just super
definitely not
overrated.
top tier.
No.
Top
Super
tier?
overrated.
Fuck no. And
No,
the
no,
fact
no.
that it's any publicity or any love from any team is absurd to me. He is fucking bad to me.
I've never seen a head coach ride one title as hard as that dude.
That's
did.
my point. Same with the Celtics.
Definitely,
He's
definitely.
a bad coach. I don't think he's a good coach
But-
at all.
but I
you know what
agree
he
with
reminds me of? And my bad.
Go ahead.
He reminds me of Bruce Arians.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
That's a really good.
But
that's perfect.
loose lipped, kind of like just like says what
Fucking
you
Bruce
want to
Arians,
say,
bro.
like riding off. Of
But I just loved where he's like, okay, Paul George, well, number one. They were saying something about his
He's a little
stats, and he's
salty.
like, Tyronn Lue was right next to me, like, you know, and I was like, yeah, that's true.
Well,
like, you know, Tyronn Lue would have put a bug in his ear if he thought any different. It's like, yeah, they hired you as the most expensive assistant coach for a reason, bro. Like, you got to do your thing, and I think Tyronn Lue is a god awful coach too. By the way,
I think it's
really
funny.
god
I
awful.
didn't mean to cut you. I think it's funny what happened to the Clippers is what they thought was going to happen to the Lakers. The
they
fact
thought
that
the
know.
Lakers were organization, were a shit show. Fuck you, Jerry
Yeah,
West.
you know what? Who cares?
And that they got Frank Vogel, and then they hired Jason Kidd. That they're like, oh, Jason Kidd's going to be after his job, while the Clippers are over here with fucking Doc, and then they hired Ty Lue, and that's what happened with that shit show of a fucking squad. So.
Music to my ears, yeah.
I kind of agree with both of you when it comes to the Doc thing. The reason that I kind of also agree with Daniel is because there's a whole story about how Doc Rivers' daughter was engaged to Paul George and he cheated
Yeah,
on her
so?
with a stripper.
give
So
a
like
shit.
if you cheat on my daughter, I'm gonna have some salty words to say about you forever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm about that life. I
But
get
you're going
that.
to go coach this guy?
But no, here's
he
the deal.
willingly went over there to coach
I
him.
know, but where I'm out also is like you're a head coach, you're an adult. Be the adult in the room.
Yeah, of
Let
course.
them just like burn their own house down. Like if they want to sit there and talk shit about you, if they want to sit there
Would
and
Phil Jackson ever say some shit like that? No, he'd go meditate and say, go fuck yourself.
yeah, so I'm like, that's where I disagree. I don't like him talking about the Clippers, but I'm a little bit okay with him talking about Paul George. Because, dude, like my daughter, if you did that to my daughter,
And
fuck
also,
you.
fuck Paul George,
yeah,
bro.
fuck that, dude.
I know he sucks. It's like, come on, dude. I used to love Paul George on the Pacers.
I don't not like Paul George.
No, he's a good player.
You know what I mean? I like him as a player and shit like that, and he's good. But it's just like, dude, you're on the Clippers now, and I like Kawhi, and I like the Clippers.
You know, if Paul
It's like,
George would
fuck.
if Paul George would have just never opened his mouth,
And if Jerry West wasn't a piece of shit, I know we did him dirty. We did, bro. The Lakers organization did Jerry.
Because he wanted to come back on, and we're like,
If you
no.
guys don't know the history of it, he tried to come back on, and the Bus family literally said, "Go fuck yourself." In
no.
later terms,
Well, they were just
that's
like,
what happened,
we're all
but this-
set.
but
We're all
the-
set here, Chan.
that's what happened. That's
but I
what-
hear you.
They didn't want to hire on Jerry West and then not listen to him. Like I kind of understand where the Lakers were at because Jerry West was a part of the
and this fucking
organization.
guy took it way too personal.
Yeah, he
in
is.
my
He
opinion.
did,
one
and
of
he
those.
purposely went to the Clippers and purposely tried to
Yeah.
sabotage them. So
Yeah,
there's
no.
all that
Yes,
going on.
exactly.
But like the Lakers, I kind of get it. Like if Magic Johnson's making the decisions, do we want to hire on Jerry West at the time? and
It's
have
gonna
him
be
make the
conflicting,
decision?
yeah, I
it's
know.
very conflicting. I could see them saying like, listen, we don't want because Jeannie Buss, if she's in charge of that, which she is not going to be disrespectful to Jerry West in any means. So I think it's more of Jerry
She's
West.
the best owner in sports.
Yeah,
by the way.
I think that she said Magic was like, "Hey, I'm president of operations. I don't want Jerry West coming in here and telling me what to do, and then like me having to do it." And Jeannie's like, "Okay, that makes sense."
God, doesn't it feel like I know it sounds this is off topic, but like doesn't like Jeannie Buss doesn't get enough credit, bro. Like think about it. In 16, when we were fucking bad, 17, she was like, no. I don't. This is not acceptable, and
Yeah.
she fired her brothers and got restraining orders on them.
Yeah.
And said, "Go fuck yourself, my
And that was
brothers."
hard. That was hard.
And I am literally gonna put my trust in a Magic and Rob Pelinka. And they fucking went and got the next year that she did that. They went and got LeBron.
I know, dope.
And then they fucking trade. It's like Jeannie Buss deserves so much goddamn credit for where we're at, and she's also the first female owner to win a championship for
Yep.
a team with this last year, first time, and she's all deserving.
That's
bro.
super dope.
You know,
bro.
the thing that Jeannie-
that should be talked about much more. Like
Way
she should
more,
be getting
bro.
high praise on SportsCenter for days, bro.
Jeannie Buss's quote that she said that just made me fall in love with her even harder.
I love her
The thing that
so
switched it
much.
up. Well, I didn't switch it up. I always loved her. But
Give
the
it
thing
to
that
me,
was,
bro.
like,
I'm excited already.
when she said, "I'm not going to date anymore. I'm not going to get married because the Lakers are the love of my life.
Fuck yes.
I am dedicated
That's so
to this."
fire.
I've never heard that. That's the best.
That's
thing
what
I've
she
heard.
said. She's like, once her and Phil broke
I
up,
almost
she's like,
started tearing up
I'm not
more.
going to date anymore. Like, like the Lakers are the love of my life. I'm not going to get married. This is what it is. Like, this is my heart and soul.
She's just a boss. Like, why would you get married anyway? Someone's gonna swoop your
By the
money.
way, another thing, the Titans controlling owner is Amy Strunk, and Amy Adams, and Bud Adams was the Oilers guy that owned the Oilers and moved them to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And she's now the controlling owner, and she's the one who brought in Vrabel, and we've been doing really good.
Oh,
So,
hell yeah,
I have
that's dope.
2 queens
there you
as
go.
my GMs.
That's tight.
Well,
bro.
I have the biggest fucking jester as the head coach of the owner of my football.
Ayo.
Listen, that's what I was about
Yeah,
to say
no
before you
shit.
said that. Being a Charger fan with literally like the worst owner in the NFL, like the guy who doesn't care about winning more than anybody else in the league, like the worst owner in the
He's
NFL.
like the Knicks owner, but
Yeah.
like
to have,
Jim Dolan.
to have a dude who literally could care less if the Chargers went 0-16 every single
Just
year,
wants to be
as
profitable.
long as he made his money, to having that be my football fan base, to be Jeannie Buss, who literally would do anything for this team, would sell her soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers love me back so fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Chargers don't love me back. The Lakers love me more than anyone in the world, more than my girlfriend, more than my mom. The Lakers love me back. I love it.
I love the Lakers.
So that's where I'm at. I love Jeannie Buss. I hate the Chargers.
Hopefully Olivia doesn't make it this far in, huh?
She won't. Trust me.
Usually
That's why I
she
said,
doesn't.
I'm like, what time are we at? Yeah, she
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm done with the NBA free agency.
I'm
We
done.
have a waiver.
Yeah, and you said you got one, right?
I got a Wago. All right. Everyone's playing this one. This is kind of just off the rip. Let me make sure I got it. Okay. I don't know why I thought of this, but I just thought it'd be a little fun time. That makes it boring preface, but we're gonna play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Okay.
All right.
What's that guy's name? Who's the guy?
Jeff Foxworthy.
Jeff Foxworthy. Remember that guy?
He's the one that does it?
Yeah,
He was the OG
Comedian?
of comedians.
Is he the one that does the Muppets or no?
No.
No, remember?
He's like, if you're a redneck, if you do this.
Oh yeah, and he's the one that does it, huh?
Oh, you
It's
might
like,
be a
he's like,
redneck.
it's like the vocabulary is like initiate. He's like, she's like, she had some ham, initiate some turkey, initiate some potatoes.
Yeah, he was the OG of like the redneck jokes. That was his thing.
I
I
love
like
it.
him. Oh, he says you might be a redneck, if.
Yeah.
Or was
All
that
right.
Larry?
Yeah,
the
no,
Cable
no,
Guy?
If you
that
got more
was-
jet skis on your lawn than grass.
That's lit.
All right, come on, give me some games. Let's
Okay,
go.
I just want to tell you guys that I normally the way it's played is it's not multiple choice. Apparently, I looked at those non-multiple choice ones and they were goddamn impossible for fifth graders. I'm like, there's no way fifth graders know this, so I found a multiple choice one for you guys. All right,
Thanks, baby.
Does that make it a little easier?
Let's do it.
We're all playing. I feel like Chris should always go last because he's smarter than both of us, or
Facts.
all three of us here.
Very true.
And Chris, you just got to go last because that's the rule. All right. If a car is traveling, and don't be lagging it and getting on your phone calculator.
Okay, obviously.
If a
You're
car,
the only one on your phone, Dan, just so you know.
Well, I was finishing up a game of chess, right?
Oh, okay. Don't worry. We're not doing a podcast.
Shout out Queen's Gambit. If a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour, how long will it take to go 190 miles? Okay. These are hard. I always hated these, by the way.
going
You got
40 miles an
A,
hour?
it's going 40 miles an hour, and how long will it take to go 190 miles total? So you've got A, 4 hours and 45 minutes. You got B, 3 hours and 30 minutes. C, 4 hours and 15 minutes. And D, 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Can I go first?
Yes, sir. A, okay.
What was? Oh, hold on, I didn't hear the answer. What was A again?
A was 4 hours and 45 minutes. B was 3 hours and 30.
A.
A? All right, Chris.
A.
God, you guys are really good. I would have never got that. It was A. Good job.
Thank you, buddy. So we're all got
Did
one
you just
point.
know that confidently?
Well,
did it in
dude,
my
think
head.
about it,
4 times
hours,
4,
yeah, 4 times 4
16.
is 16. It's 160, and then whatever more
Yeah.
than that is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's either the 15
Because
minute
20
or
would
the
have been
45
5, so
minute.
4.
Got it.
And 15 seemed too small. So
I did it
I'm
in my
always
head.
bad at those word problems. I don't know. All right, good job. All
Thanks,
right.
buddy.
Chris had the most time, so I don't like
Yeah,
that
fuck
either.
you, Chris. You guys just copied me.
Yeah, I was like, we gave Chris the most time. I was like, this motherfucker
We
got
were
pen
very
and
confidently.
paper.
Oh, A. And he was like, yeah, A.
Okay.
Let's give me another one, buddy. It's okay if they're easy.
Which one? No, I'm not. No. There was one that was really
Hard for Daniel is different from us guys.
Heart?
I'm the only one in the room without a college degree, so I better not win.
Which one of these is a mammal? A seahorse, sea lion, or sea urchin?
Which one is a mammal?
Yes.
A sea lion,
And it is
dog.
a trick question. Maybe, but maybe not. What do you pick?
Sea lion.
Okay,
Travis?
but like,
Seahorse?
which one is a mammal? Okay, I know seahorses are asexual. They can be both. So that's where I think the trick is. That's why he gave it away. Sea lion seems obvious. What was the other one? An
And
urchin?
a sea urchin. What do we got? Aaron, you can redo yours
Well,
if you
no,
like.
dude, think about it. Sea lion is the only one that gives the live birth to pups. So that's a mammal.
Yeah, but there's some stupid little thing
They have
about
cold-blooded?
Yeah, but there's some stupid little thing about what defines a mammal as a mammal that I'm sure the sea lion was the one they wanted you to guess. That's where I'm at.
I know. Daniel's
It's a
an
sea
asshole.
urchin.
I'm going with sea urchin too. That's what I was gonna go.
What you got, sea urchin? What do you got?
See, I said sea urchin. Yeah.
I'm guessing sea urchin.
Aaron?
I'm gonna go with the sea lion still.
It was a sea lion.
Oh,
I just threw that in to be crazy.
damn! Aaron's up, dude.
Y'all are wildin'.
That did seem easy. Dude, shut up! Don't say there's a trick question that fucked me up.
Well, I just didn't want it to be.
You always think you got them figured out.
I
so
was
fuck
kind of
you.
mad because I'm like, y'all just got number one really easy.
That's what it was.
I was a little
Daniel tried
buttered because I was like, I wouldn't have got that. So sorry. Okay, this one's really hard. Really hard. Let me tell you that. Which continent? Well, maybe not actually. Now that I think about it, I was faded earlier. Which continent is the least populated? Asia, Antarctica, Australia, or Europe?
What are you, Antarctica?
Antarctica.
What are you talking
I know, that was really easy.
Did you say that one
I
was
said maybe
hard?
not now that
He
I'm
said
very.
this was
Okay,
really, really
Aaron's
hard.
winning. So he's up one.
Okay,
Next
all
question.
tied. Here's a really hard one.
That was the easiest question I've ever
He said
had.
this
Wait,
one's really, really
let
hard.
me focus. I gotta read it. That one I was okay.
Is this one really, really
Don't
hard
tell
too?
me if they're hard or easy. Just say the fucking question.
Okay, since the late 1930s, what calendar date has been designated for the inauguration of a United States president? You got January 1st, January 15th, January 20th, or January 23rd. I'll call this one really hard.
January 23rd.
I'm going 20th.
20th.
It's the 20th. Everyone's tied.
I knew that one.
I
At
thought
two.
I thought it was 23rd or 20th.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah,
I knew it was 20th or 23rd.
it's like the third week. Like
Yeah,
right,
exactly, bro. Fuck.
I'm ready for the
Yeah,
next
that's
one.
good. Okay, so we're at a two.
We're all tied. Three-way tied.
We've done 4 now.
How many we got left?
How many do you guys want left?
We could do like 3 more. We got one.
You guys want to
game.
do like 3 more?
What do you think, Aaron?
Run it.
3
Okay.
more. Let's do it, baby. All tied up. Starting over. Start from scratch.
Oh, this is hard to me. I didn't know it, but it could be. Hopefully, never mind. I'm just not going to talk anymore. In the initials of the federal agency known as NASA, what does the first A stand for? Do you guys know?
Because you have a multiple choice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, do you guys know? American Association Aeronautics or Administration? American Association.
I know NASA's
Aeronautics-
weird. It's either aeronomic, then aero, whatever, or the administration.
Aeronautics?
I'm gonna go with administration.
Shit, you man. I want to get something right.
Well,
I'll go with aeronautics then. I wanted to say
I was
administration.
going to go with
though.
the aeronautics as well.
Aeronautics.
Yes.
All right. We've got
knew it.
2 more.
and I'm down
Aaron,
one.
Aaron and Chris are at 3. Travis, you're at 2. You're right there, bro.
I didn't go to
Everyone's
college.
doing very good.
Okay.
Okay. This is also hard.
2
I
more.
believe.
You're overthinking it, Travi.
Well, I knew it wasn't those 2. I guessed. Like I knew it wasn't.
This is a fun one, I feel. What was the name of the first satellite pulled into orbit by the United States? Is this impossible?
Why would
No,
I
just
know
give
that?
it to me. No, give it to me. Let me-
Explorer, Titan, Mercury, or Apollo?
Doesn't Apollo seem like the right answer? Aaron, go first.
I'm going with Titan.
Chris,
Explorer.
go Apollo.
It's Explorer.
Yes.
Explorer
Wow.
sounded right.
Chris is.
I honestly, when you said Explorer, that was the first thing.
Yeah, that
I
sounded
thought.
right,
But I was
too.
like, nah, dude.
I had to go
think
Titan
fucking
just because.
Apollo-
They put Apollo in there because of the movie. And then
Yeah.
Titan.
Yeah.
All right, 4-3-2. So Chris got 4, Aaron
What's
3.
the last one
Travis-
worth?
This
2.5.
last
You
one
said
where it's
first
flat.
satellite in general with Sputnik, but yeah.
Oh, what's his name
Hey,
first?
fucking Chris,
Pull-
no shit like that.
Yeah, first satellite pulled into orbit. Like,
you, Chris.
what does that
You know
even
what I mean?
mean?
Like-
That's American satellite.
America.
Guys.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go last one. What worth 2.5?
Yeah, should I find a hard one?
Chris, you got to start since you're leading.
This is a hard one. Chris, you do. What revolutionary leader wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776? That's very easy. No, I'm kidding. It's not. John Locke.
Wrote the common sense.
It's called wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776.
Do you have another question?
I do. Is that a
Let's
hard
do-
one?
Yeah. Do the next question.
Let's see what I got.
So this is
Did
a
anybody
fun
know?
one.
Chris, did you know?
I need to hear the options.
Oh
first.
yeah.
No,
see,
yeah,
nobody
if
knows.
you have to hear the options.
You don't
yeah.
It was like somebody, Thomas
Give me
Paine. I
another
don't know who that
question.
is.
Oh, I know that name.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I know some of
Damn
these
it.
words.
Do I have any more?
Thomas Paine. That sounds like a dude.
Sounds like a Cameron Payne.
Yeah.
I saw
Okay.
Hamilton.
If you really think about this, I feel we could all get it, but maybe not. How many nouns are in the following sentence? The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad.
Oh, fuck.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Chris, go
5.
first.
So sorry.
The rabbit ran to the cafeteria.
Don't say it again. I think I got it.
I'm gonna go with 4.
Aaron.
Say it one more time.
God dang it.
We got to do it one
No,
more
I
time.
don't want to hear it again. All right, fine,
The
go.
rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad.
3.
3 is the answer.
Yeah,
3.
It is 3.
All right.
Damn it! That's why you don't say it again. I would have fucking won. He would have picked 5.
Well, nobody really won per se.
Oh,
but-
I won.
Aaron won.
Oh, you did win. I forgot. Okay, good game. Okay, that was fun.
Yes,
Hey,
excellent.
and if
stuff.
you wouldn't have repeated it, I would have won.
And your boys in the fantasy finals.
Whatever.
Oh, what
Nobody
a dick.
cares.
I quit. All right.
The only
well,
thing about your life that's going right is the Lakers, and I can get on board with that.
And the Titans.
I know, but I don't.
And the
want, I
fantasy.
don't care about any
and
of
the
that.
Padres.
I don't
Travis,
care about
all we
any of
have
that.
is the. You mean all we have is the
No,
Lakers?
that all that I care about that's
Oh,
going
okay.
good in your life is the Lakers.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, hey, appreciate it. Thank you
last
for.
slide.
Oh, what's that?
Last slide.
Oh, last slide. Hold on.
We got another slide. Hold on. Here we go.
No,
there
no,
we
it's
go.
just-
Oh, thanks for watching the podcast. I know it's been 2-3 weeks, but appreciate you guys bearing with us. Big ups to everybody that's been listening, sharing the pod, of course. Shout out Chris at Copy and Steal on the gram. Go follow at SBS Podcast, and then catch us on YouTube, Sports and BS. And big shout out to all the homies that have been sharing and listening as well. Anything else to add, amigos?
Nah, man. Appreciate everybody that's gone this far. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, facts.
NBA tomorrow.
Let's
Hype
get
this
it.
out. Football playoffs 2 weeks. I'm so excited for the near future. And Christmas. Everybody have a happy Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Yes,
holidays.
and we will be seeing you guys every week moving forward. Nobody has COVID until someone does get it again.
The vaccine's out. We should get this cleared up soon.
Copy. All right.
All right, guys.
Later.
Side into the end zone, jump ball, and it is. Is it caught? Is it caught? Oh my goodness, it's caught! DeAndre Hopkins caught